Y'all ready? You know what it is.
Yeah. What up, though? What's poppin'? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man, Marq Nash.
What up, gangsta?
He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. You already know. We're going to break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why? Life is serious enough. Life is going to get real serious tonight on this topic. Got a good one, man. Got a good one. Got a doggone good show planned for you guys, and I look forward to talking about it. Of course, we got to talk about the conspiracy theories that are going on in the YTBC. Yep, here we go again.
You never heard of it.
Here we go again. Oh, man, I got to keep it clean for a little bit because they don't want me to do too much of the other stuff. But, yeah, so we're going to talk about it. As you know, Adrian Broner fight with Michael Williams Jr. is off. We're going to talk about some of the new details that have emerged that we have heard about since then, and I'll give y'all my take on it and who I think is to blame. We'll talk all about it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody who's here early. Should be a good one. Gonna talk about Roy Jones' coaching skills and too. So yeah, if what we're hearing is true. Remember I interviewed Mike Williams Jr. and I talked to him about being trained by Roy Jones. We'll revisit that. See how did that age. But we got to talk about it, man. Al Haymon did it. This is all Al Haymon's fault. The Adrian Broner's fight is not going down.
Small hats.
Yeah, never heard of it. Yeah.
You never heard of it.
And of course, somehow, some way, the narrative pushers, the fanboys, fangirls, whatever you want to call them, have found a way in the midst of everything that's going on. You know who getting the blame for this too? You know who else they found a way to blame? You guessed it. Terence Crawford. Yep. Oh, man. They have found a way to bring Terence Crawford, naming this debacle, and it's his fault as well. Can we get a big glass of never heard of it juice, please, bartender, please?
Small hats.
Yeah, put the small hat ice on it. I need a big cup of.
You never heard of it.
Oh, my God. All right. They found a way. I do not know how they found a way to connect these dots, but it's a lot of conspiracy theories going on out here, and I've never seen boxing hate at an all-time high like this, man. Like, come on, bro. Can we get some go-go gadget arms, please? My brother, you gonna pull a hamstring and a shoulder out the socket with all that doggone reaching. Oh, my God. Reach. Oh, y'all reaching. Don't worry. I'm going to address it all in a little bit. Let me run this intro. I'm going to blast the link out, let people know we live, see if they want to pull up. If you can share the content for me. People say it don't work. Trust me. I did a Beyonce video night of the Grammys. That thing got shared a lot. Thing got 130,000 views already. So, yeah, sharing does help. So, share the link out. Smash the like button. That helps as well. And yeah, let me run this intro, and I'm about to come back, and I'm about to cook a couple of y'all narratives out there, because this right here is ridiculous. How do you find a way to blame Terence Crawford, who fought December the 10th, for what's happening with Adrian Broner and Michael Williams Jr.? Never heard of it.
You never heard of it.
And I'm putting a case on you and your YouTube daddy. Y'all know me. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I hate y'all YouTube daddies, and I hate your sons. Give me 5 minutes. Let me run this intro. I'm about to come back and cook y'all.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face.
Planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so f y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures. You and your protocol. You and your policies. None of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas. You and your standards. You and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers. Going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged. Stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound.
Give me 30 more seconds. Hold on. I'm almost done. Give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Where we at? Give me 30 seconds.
This that squad
Check 1, 2. I think I'm ready now. What up, though? What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man, Marq Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. How y'all feel? What's the deal? Hope this show find y'all in good spirits, good health, good prosperity. God knows we all need it. All right, man, it should be a good one, man. And if not, oh, well, I tried my best. Let me make sure I got the room set up right, because y'all already know I get down. You can't talk to me or my crew if you don't know what to do. So, yeah, there we go. Subscriber mode only. Got to subscribe. And you got to sit there for about 5 minutes and listen to me talk before you can talk back in the chat. That's how we roll over here. All right, man, let's get into it, man. Let me do my neighbors only roll call, because without the neighbors, the show would not be the show at this level. And we are on our way to way past 5,000. We're on our way to 15,000 subscribers, man. So we almost there. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with me like I'm rocking with you. We're going to keep on letting it do what it do. Let me go over here and make sure I got that set up right here. We're doing sports talk tonight, so before I do the entertainment news, let me click that. Put that in the right category. All right, here we go. Now, how is this Terence Crawford fault? I have no idea, but we're gonna have some fun with your daddy's narratives out there, because a lot of you guys aren't independent thinkers. That's why I call your favorite channel your YouTube daddy, and you are his son. It ain't my fault, but we'll talk about it. Let me give a roll call. Shout out to Juan Davila. I'm a troll. Wrong button.
What up?
Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire.
What up?
Shout out to them out there in Philly right now. They're doing their thing, helping the Price Brothers. So shout out to the Price Brothers.
What up?
Kansas City Mac.
What up?
That guy Eclipse 330.
What up?
True Media Today USA Boxing. That's my guy, Coach Malachi Williams.
What up?
Tar Heel Resin.
What up?
Puto.
What up?
Stephen Bateman in Australia.
What up?
Excuse me. Food Revolution.
What up?
C Jones 0224.
What up?
KP from KC5.
What up?
TJR.
What up?
Matt Wade.
What up?
DJ.
What up?
Karma Serene.
What up?
Ill Status Boxing.
What up?
Ace Retro.
What up?
Tank the Sweet Science Examiner.
What up?
Beyond Above Media.
What up?
Pittsburgh T.
What up?
SF City Slicker.
What up?
I Know Boxing.
What up?
Boxing Lounge.
What up?
It's Mex.
What up?
Mike from Boston.
What up?
Rod of the Storm.
What up?
Here to There.
What up?
Miss Queen Sunkiss.
What up?
Taylor Bell.
What up?
Matty Yoel.
What up?
Cliff Bailey.
What up?
Con Shonery.
What up?
Lisa Bell. She never fails.
What up? Gangsta.
Cooking with the Champ.
What up?
On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr.
What up?
HL Deezy.
What up?
Cooking with Sir Senior.
What up?
Brandon Washington.
What up?
Lady Shan Dun Dem Season.
What up?
D Bevel the Champ.
What up?
And of course the big fish himself, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up? Gangsta.
All right, man. Make some noise for everybody here. All right. Yeah. And now look. Let me start off by saying this. Some of y'all ain't gonna like it. Some of y'all gonna feel like, oh, you talking about me. Maybe I am. Some of y'all gonna be like, oh, he talking about my YouTube daddy. Maybe I am. But here we go again. Pac-Man, tell you what up. Now, y'all already know I'm busy. So I don't watch half of these niggas lame ass shows anyway. All right, let's just keep it a buck. All right, I'm busy. I'm out here trying to get direct information from the source. Not no third, fourth, fifth, second hand. Oh, he said it and he got this many followers, Marq Nash, and oh, he did an interview with this guy, so he must be solid. Or I seen him at the fight, so I'll take his word over the other guy's word. I try to go directly to the source to get a lot of my information. And if not, I will let you know if I'm speculating. Some of these dudes will not get up here and tell you that. They just get up here and spit the speculatory information like it's facts.
And I have the information. I'm not speculating.
Yeah, you are speculating. A lot of y'all. But we gonna play the game. Oh yeah, also second half of the show, I gotta talk about what's going on between Chris Brown and Blueface. Like this, what they beefing about is super weird, especially over some domestic violence. Like who did it worse? Or like he was like, what did he tell Chris Brown? Like, bro, it's your fault. You beat the wrong bitch. Bro, Blueface, you tripping, homie. So we'll talk about that when we get to the hip-hop side of the show. You already know it's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. So we're going to talk about that too. So yeah, Blueface fires back at Chris Brown, said, you beat up the wrong bitch. Okay, we'll talk about it. Also, Dame Dash cleared of sexual assault lawsuit, but must pay alleged victim $30K. Hold up, how am I cleared but still got to pay $30K?
Small hats.
Nah, we ain't doing that. How? Why?
It never heard of it.
So we'll talk about it. When we get to the hip-hop side of the story. All right, but let me get into this first part of the story right here. For your fanboys and your fangirls. Yeah, I called you a fangirl. I know you don't like it, but I don't care. That's what you are. Own it. Somebody said, before you go to Blue, don't act like these monsters don't need hood beatings. Oh, we'll talk about it. I don't respect that beating up on women at all. Hold on, let me take this hoodie off. Getting hot in here already. Hold on, let me take this hoodie off. Yeah, I don't even like what they arguing about, like who did what worse and how long ago. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll definitely get into it. So here we go. So shout out to everybody pulling up, smash the like button on the way in. So I'm walking around YouTube and I'm hearing all kind of conspiracies. Al Haymon did it. Al Haymon set him up. Huh? Al Haymon?
Small hats.
Al Haymon set up Adrian Broner's opponent. All three of this. Everything that's happened here happened because of Al Haymon.
It never heard of it.
Okay. All right. But the wild part is somebody said it's Terence Crawford fault too. Then I was talking to Tay earlier. Tay was like, he was watching a show where he's talking about, okay, this is karma for BLK Prime. What? They didn't get their fight because this is bad karma. Man, let me address that real quick. Errol Spence put out a t-shirt the same day Terence Crawford fought what's his name? David Avenesian. And you know what happened? Got in a car accident the same day. Is that karma? Is that karma? He got in a car accident the same day that guy was fighting and you putting out shirts for $80. Is that karma? Okay.
It never heard of
Let's
it.
talk about karma, bro. If we want to play the game, I play the game. Roll the dice. You are now watching a master at work, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. I'm telling you, delusional food revolution. Now, I ain't never seen so many fans in my life, and I've been following boxing now about 30 years. I've never in my life seen a situation where fans are fans of promotional companies more than they are fans of the sport or fans of the fighter. Never heard of it.
It never heard of it.
Who does that? Why are fans, if you call them fans, because some of these guys ain't even fans, they are charlatans. They have found a way to get by. Hustlers, scam artists have found a way to pull and tug on your heartstrings because they know how to get $1 out you in that super chat. I need to figure out a way to get $1 out of super chat right now. Shit. Smash the like button, give me the super chat. How about that? That's what we need to do. We got to push a narrative to get you guys to support the show. I think not. I'll get it out the mud, homie. That's ridiculous. Never in the history of sport have I heard so many people happy to see an event or a company in the sport fail.
It never heard of it.
See, I don't get up here telling y'all fuck Top Rank. Because some of y'all was with the Top Rank Toby shit, and you know who you are. Put a case on him. But when when Devin went over there, it was good for Devin. Shakur Stevenson signed with him. He all right. Y'all like Shakur? He would top rank. Y'all like Big Baby? Y'all like Nico Walsh? I ain't gonna call him Nico Ali Walsh. I'm just saying Nico. Y'all like Nico? Yeah. Ain't called none of them Toby yet. He signed to the white man. Man, I don't get up here and bash Eddie Hearn. For what? What's my problem with Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn is putting on fights for the sport. I like the sport of boxing. Yes, that's me. I love the sport. I love the sport more than I like any of your fanboy channels. FIFA, 4-figure. I hate all y'all YouTube niggas. Y'all said it. Make some noise for me, damn it. I hate the YouTube daddies and I hate they sons. Stupid shit. Now, how do you blame Al Haymon for this shit? How is this Al Haymon's fault? Now, let's go to some of the things that I have been saying. Now, let me see if I can send this to myself. No, I'm just go straight to Twitter. Let's go straight to Twitter. Let's go straight to the Twitter. Alonzo Amazing. He said, what delusion of millionaire sell shirts for $80? You know, the big fish. Hey, look, ain't got in the car accident the same day. Nobody said that was karma. Hey, look, my man say if Bud ain't gonna fight me, he can't fight Jamel. What happens to Jamel? Jamel get a hand injury. He out of his fight. Was that karma? Aha! No, it's boxing, stupid. Injuries happen. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? So who's the fault? Is that Al Haymon's fault too? Was that a fake injury? Because people said it was a fake injury too. The damn undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world had to put up x-rays, take pictures with the cash, show all of that stuff because fans thought Jamel Charlo was out here faking an injury against Tim Tszyu. Who?
Small hat.
Nigga, please.
You never heard of it.
Stop playing with me, bro. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry, homie. Y'all dudes are delusional. Delusional. I got you, though. I just looked at my wrist. It's Friday. Just looked at my wrist. We got some time today. Now, let me go to Twitter. And I'm going to share my screen. Where is this at? Let's try to get some information now. And I want to see how this ties into Errol Spence. I'm in Terence Crawford. How is this Al Haymon's fault? Because nobody's connecting the dots. This is like nobody's connecting any dots. They just hustling y'all. Because they know that's what y'all want to hear. They know once you put this dark-skinned brother from Omaha in your title and your thumbnail, oh, man, we gonna get a lot of people over here to pull up to have a hate party. A hate party. This fight, that shit ended. That negotiation broke down damn near 6 or 7 months ago. Y'all still talk about it. It's about to be March, nigga. March.
You never heard of
March. We about to be in March. Almost a year since Spence fought Ugas. Almost a year later. Weirdo energy. No creativity with your title, your thumbnail, the show. We just let's figure out a way we got to find a way to talk about Terence Crawford. Aha! I got it. This is Terence Crawford's fault. Because he got money with BLK Prime. See, that's the thing. It's like residual hate. I gotta hate this company because this guy fought over there. I gotta hate this company because this guy fought over there. If this guy fought over that company, they gotta be bad. Do you like boxing? Or do you like boxers? Or do you like the sniff niggas boxers? Probably a little both. Weirdo shit. Weirdo energy. Now, let me see if I go over here to the Spit Bucket podcast because I think they got on the phone with Mike Williams. Here we go. Senior. Let me share my screen. Let's share the screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. Boom. Now tell me how, because you can't have it both ways. You can't say it's Bud's fault, but you also can't say it's Al Haymon's fault neither. Injuries happen in boxing, homie. How long you been watching the sport? Was it a big conspiracy that Errol Spence got in a car accident? Was it a big conspiracy that Jermell Charlo, his fight got pushed back? Fights get pushed back. Injuries happen. Sometimes it happens in sparring. Sometimes it happens niggas in a car. People get pulled out of fights. This has nothing to do with Terence Crawford or Al Haymon. Now, what could have happened as far as BLK Prime? I know some promotional companies do this. When you know you got somebody on the card and something might happen, your undercard, you have your damn undercard somewhere where you put the guy on your undercard just in case something happened with that main event. You can take this guy on the undercard and slide him up a slot. So you go from being the co-main to the main event. That's why you see guys fighting around the same weight in the co-main and main event, or either somewhere else on the card. So if something happens, we can slide that guy up and the fight still goes on. This fight right here should have had that or could have had it. I think with the situation that happened with Ivan Redcatch, totally unforeseeable what would happen with Star Boxing and Star Boxing just overreaching. That's not me speculating. Let's not be speculating.
I'm not speculating.
Sure.
I have the information. I'm not speculating.
But
I talked to the guy. First-hand information. We had Ivan Redcatch on the show. Talking to him direct. So look, shout out to Corey, Mr. IOTBA, over there, Spit Bucket Podcast, everybody over there doing the thing. Now, according to a phone call with father, Michael Williams Sr., he ain't returned my call, so you doing good, bro. Shit, I got his number. I texted him yesterday, texted him today. He ain't called me back yet, but I'm sure they'll see this video. It's all love on this side. I wish Mike Williams Jr. nothing but the best. Wishing him health, wealth, and prosperity. You'll get back soon, my brother. Heal up. Come back better than ever. According to a phone call with father Mike Williams Sr. and the Spit Bucket host, Mr. IOTBA, trainer at Real Roy Jones wanted to pull Michael Williams Jr. from the Broner BLK Prime card this week. All right, let's stop right there. Is that Al Haymon's fault? Is that Al Haymon's fault? I don't think so. I don't think so. Is that Bud Crawford's fault? I don't think so. Only weirdo niggas like Brandon Washington want to blame Bud Crawford for this shit right here. Stop with the weirdo shit. This has nothing. That's my thing. Zero, zilch, nothing to do with Terence Crawford. Has nothing to do with Al Haymon. But I guess y'all same niggas that think anytime black folks have success, the Illuminati must have did it. I had to have a blood sacrifice to get some success. I had to get bought off or paid off because you having success. You had to do something nefarious. No, nigga, I'm grinding. I'm working. That's what I'm doing. Ain't nobody bought off or paid off. It's always, hey, look, it's always the devil did it when a nigga start getting some money or the nigga start being successful. Everybody else, they just worked hard. They were smart. They grinded hard. Whenever the black guy do something, somebody paid you off or you did something nefarious or a blood sacrifice, you're a satanic person, fuck out of here. Y'all niggas stupid. So look, now Roy Jones wanted to pull him out the fight. Now, whose fault is that? That's something that's going on with them in their camp, ladies and gentlemen. Has nothing to do with nobody else. Now, here we go. Both Williams Jr. and his father declined the recommendation. So Roy Jones basically, because I don't know if y'all remember when I interviewed him, basically said, hey, I'm working on my shit up here. I'm working on my shit in North Carolina. Then we'll come back down and we do the other half of part of the training camp with Roy. I was like, all right, cool. That's how it worked. Y'all split the training camp up. All right. Now, maybe once he get down there, Roy wasn't happy with what he had already did. I don't know. I ain't talked to Williams Sr. or Jr. yet. I will, though. Look forward to talking to him about this. But according to this report, They both said, nah, Roy Jones, we still gonna fight. What you mean? We ain't ready. The next day, Williams was put in hard sparring, which resulted in a broken jaw. And let me add something to this. Now, I don't have firsthand information on this, so put a case on me. I heard the next day when he went in there to spar, he was sparring a guy about 6 feet tall. Now, as you know, Adrian Broner is far from 6 feet tall. For the record, let me type in how tall is Adrian Broner. Height. Let me see. Adrian Broner height. Height. Let me see. I just want to make sure I get this right. It says 5'7". All right. It might be a little shorter than that. He might be like 5'6" and a half. So yeah. It say he's 5'7". But Adrian Broner might be a little shorter than 5'7". All right. But they say he's 5'7". Why is Michael Williams Jr. in there sparring somebody 6 feet tall?
It never heard of it.
Working on your reach? Is your trainer got something to prove to you? Now, if what we're hearing is true, as much as I like Roy Jones Jr. as a boxer and a Hall of Fame legend, Roy Jones, I will never tell Roy Jones to train anybody else again. Yeah, I said it. Put a case on me. I wouldn't recommend anybody go train with train with Roy Jones Jr. ever again. Why would you? You want me to pull out the fight? I don't pull out the fight. So the next day you put me in there sparring with a guy that's 6 feet tall. I'm fighting a guy that's about 5'6". Hard sparring, less than 2 weeks away from the fight. Oh, he's trying to teach you a lesson. And what ended up happening? This ends up happening. If what we're hearing is true, that means the dad is with every bit of right for saying, we ain't training with Roy Jones no more. What the fuck is he doing? Now, let's rewind a little bit. Food Revolution said, I said that on the panel a few weeks ago, Mark. What part? About Roy Jones shouldn't be training? Tahir, he said, well, mine was at connect to the upper jaw, so it took longer to start the x-rays. I remember Edison Miranda, bro. Arthur Abraham's jaw was really bad. Man, this ain't no good injury, man. Like, this is worse probably than a hand injury. This might be just as bad, if not worse, than a hand injury. So let's get back to the weirdo shit. We gotta address it. If this is true, Roy Jones should not be training anybody again. And I mean anybody. Where I tell you to pull out the fight. Okay. See if we get some answers. What's up, champ? I'm live talking about you and your son right now. I'm plug you in. Let me plug you in. Because I'm over here ranting about your coach, your former coach. Oh, okay. I send you the link, but you live on air right now. You want to be on the cam?
Bro, I'm live now. I'm good. Yeah, I don't need to be on camera. Yeah, I'm straight, bro.
All right, so we got Michael Williams Sr. on the line. What's up, champ?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, yeah. I'm over here ranting. I'm talking about you and your son right now and your former trainer.
Hey, you damn right when it comes to former trainer. You know, I appreciate you, man. Sorry getting back to you so late, man. When I tell you thousands of phone calls, bro, emails,
text messages,
UK text messages, everything, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy stories out, man. So, you know, I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna talk to you, but I'm actually waiting to see if Roy Jones is going to respond, because I'm ready to smash him on the truth. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what he's going to say, because everything that I've put out so far is 300% facts.
I haven't heard the audio though. See, I'm right now. I got the quote on the screen from. It says you was on the Spit Bucket podcast with Mr. IOTBA, and he
called me.
Okay.
He called me. Correct. Called me. Excuse me. and got through to me at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Between calls. So, and we chopped it up real quick, man. And I let him know what was up, man.
Yeah,
So,
but we didn't hear that. So we got some audio right here. I'm trying to get.
You get to hear from me. I did have to reach out to one of Coray's people on Facebook because they, man, I hate when jokers just don't get it completely right. Because one thing I'm not going to do is lie on Roy, even if I'm mad. You know what I mean? I still love Roy. That's our bro. But now I'll never forgive him. You know what I'm saying? He'll never train my son. But I'm not going to lie on him. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I'm not that kind of man. You know what I mean? So I know when Corey asked it, I'm like, God damn, as soon as we get off the phone, they put something out a few hours later, but it was like, Mike Jr. was in there with a middleweight and sparring. Nah, the kid that was sparring Mike Jr. is not a middleweight. You know what I mean? Him and Mike Jr. is about the same size. He is 5'11", 6 foot. They're about the same size, but you know, he's like 140, 145 kid. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only thing. And shout out to Corey and them because his people corrected it. But that first part still got out because when I went on YouTube, I'm listening to all these other secondhand niggas put out like Mike was in there with a cruiserweight. I'm like, come on, man.
All right, so look, let's take it from the top. All right, let's take it from the top. You put out. Let's take it from the top. You put out the post. First and foremost, my son would no longer be trained. First things first. Yeah, because it sounds like a Biggie Smalls rap. First things first. Papa. But you said first things first. My son will no longer be trained by Roy Jones Jr.
That's a fact.
I got your quote exactly on the screen. Somebody in chat said, "Man, move on." Nah, nigga, you can move on first because I'm talking about him, his fight, his son. He calls in. This is first-hand information.
Who they saying move on?
No. Somebody in the chat telling me. He said, "Man, you moved on already from the trainer. No need to bad blood, homie." He's saying you trying to bad blood, Roy. No, he's telling his side of the story.
Hold on,
No.
Hold on, real quick, Mark. Let me address that dude. My bro, I don't know who you are. And I'm not bad mouthing my bro Roy. Like I said, we still love him, but I can't fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this was a great opportunity for my son. So when you hear the story, you'll see why I feel how I feel.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you. So let's go to your quote. First things first, Roy Jones Jr. is no longer one of my son's trainers. Second, I am so sorry to announce that my son will not be fighting AB February 25th due to an unnecessary injury in training camp. Hopefully the fight will be postponed. I'm sorry, 300%. Let's break this down. Now, when I covered this yesterday, I said this message is very intentional. It's very intentional with what he said. First things first, he's not training us. And second, because you could have just said, hey, look, we're not fighting Roy Jones. We had an injury in training. We're not fighting AB. We got an injury in training. You clarified this injury as an unnecessary injury in training camp. Explain that.
Absolutely. The reason why I will not move on, nigga, that's my motherfucking son's jaw broke. That's my son not getting his opportunity. That's my son not getting that motherfucking money that he was going to get. And the nigga going to say, move on. Don't bad mouth or talk bad about a nigga that's rich already and he got money and you fucking block my son because of your motherfucking ego. See, that's that goofy shit niggas in the chat who don't got kids involved. You know what I'm saying? They'll never know how me and my motherfucking son feel. So let me just fucking pet you up without going all the way in. I'll talk to you later about the rest of the shit, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Monday, Roy got my son sparring, right? After they do like 10 rounds or some shit, whatever they was doing. Mike Jr. hits me up. Hey, Dad, hey, Roy acting funny. Now, Mike told me Roy was acting funny before this. I shut my son out. I said, man, chill out. I said, him and his wife, they probably down there, they hard on you. I said, nigga, you about to fight AB. That's the only reason why they being hard on you. Mike Jr. said, nah, it's different down here. The way they acting towards me is just different. So that was before. Now we moving to Monday. Junior tell me again after the sparring. I blew him off again, like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Boom. I get the call from Roy. Roy called me with some old weak-ass shit. I was like, bro, what's up? For you to call me like this, what's going on? He said, hey, we got to pull Mike from the fight. I said, for what? Now, with the shit that I'm about to tell you, Mark, I need people to listen very clearly because they, you know, niggas be running and twisting shit, right? So I said, you need to pull him for what? He said, I'm not liking the way Mike Jr. looks with his defense. He's getting hit with unnecessary shots and sparring, right? So now listen very carefully. I said, all right, well, how is he looking on offense? Roy said, oh, he looks sharp. He looks good. So I'm confused at this motherfucking point, Mark. I'm like, how the fuck is he sharp on offense and fucking you want to pull him for his defense? So I said, hold on, man, let me talk to Mike. Let me see what's going on. I call Mike Jr. back. I tell Mike what Roy said. Mike said, Dad, I'm trying to tell you, he down here acting different. Mike said I did like 10 rounds. Out of the 10 rounds, I must have got hit with maybe 3 or 4 good shots. He was like, Dad, it's sparring. I'm going to get hit. I was like, fair enough. I said, well, Roy did say you look good on your offense. You look sharp. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to fight AB. So I said, let's go to sleep. Don't worry about that shit Roy talking about, right?
This Tuesday.
I didn't call Roy.
And this Tuesday now, right?
Yep. Now hold on. We go to sleep. Tuesday morning, afternoon, Roy gets up, goes to Mike's room Tuesday, and tries to talk Mike out of fucking taking the fight. Roy's still on the bullshit. Mike Jr. tells Roy, he laughs at him like, Coach, nah, I'm fighting, Coach. I'm good. At that motherfucking point, Roy goes, all right, we about to go spar again in a couple of hours when you come to the gym. They go to the gym, lace him up. Him and the little young boy, they banging out, nigga. Mike get hit. We don't even know that his jaw's broken. He finished his sparring. They bang out. They finish the sparring. It's over. We didn't even know that the fucking shit, his jaw was broken until later on. So after the sparring, it must have been heated in there because Roy asked Mike, hey, you straight? Mike told Roy, no. So Roy like, all right, whatever. They didn't speak to each other. Mike goes back to his fucking room. He calls me. Dad, get me the fuck out of here. I said, what's up? What's going on now? He said, I think my fucking teeth is fucking cracked on both sides. He like, something ain't right with my mouth. I said, what happened? He said, we was sparring. I said, nigga, why the fuck are y'all sparring again? I said, we got a fucking fight coming up, Mike. He said, I don't know. Roy tried to fucking talk me out of the fight. Then he said we was fucking going to go spar. My nigga, from that point right there, and then I called Roy. I said, yo, why you? I said, my son mouth fucked up, nigga. I said, why you got my son sparring? He said, I didn't know his mouth was messed up. Mike didn't tell me. You know what I mean? So we going back and forth. So I'm like, hey, Roy, you know, why you got him sparring? Oh, I wanted Mike to show me that he was going to have to show me that he was really ready for AB. Some weird shit he said, dog. So my nigga, because of your fucking ego, and Mike and me wouldn't listen to you, you want to make these two young boys spar. Now my motherfucking son is fucking fucked up. That's just not right, my nigga. Roy did that shit on purpose. So I get Mike a plane ticket, get Mike the fuck out of here. Mike get home Wednesday. I'm looking at him and shit's all fucked up. At this point, I'm like, well, we thinking it's just his teeth. I was like, you straight? He's like, yeah. He's like, it's just sore. I was like, man, you gonna be all right? I said, let's give it a few days. You know what I mean? Because I want my son to compete. He want to still fight AB. And nigga, no bullshit. Niggas want that money, nigga. So Wednesday night, he's just like, man, this shit hurts. So I said, man, you all right, fuck it, you go to the dentist. He goes to the dentist Thursday. The dentist says, man, your son don't got no motherfucking crack teeth. His fucking jaw's fractured. Bro, that's when I fucking called Roy and got on Roy. I'm like, Roy, you know Mike's jaw's fucking fractured, bro? You know what I mean? So I told him straight from there, I'm like, bro, we done with you. I was like, I said, we're going to try to see if we can get away with this shit and still fight. I said, but you ain't working my son's corner. We done with you, shit like that. You know what I mean? So me and him went back and forth in a whole fucking text and shit. Because I told him straight up, I said, bro, because of your ego, my son is fucked up. Because you should have just left him alone. And if you didn't want to be a part of this motherfucking fight, you should have just fucking left Mike alone and sent him home, and we was going to continue the mission. You don't fucking make my son fucking spar to show you what. First of all, how Mike is showing you anything when AB is 5'6", and you got my son sparring a whole nigga that's 6 foot. What is it? If you got a problem with Mike's defense, nigga, they ain't supposed to spar. You already told me his offense was sharp. So no sparring, nigga, just work on some defensive drills. You don't fuck your bag up. Nigga, that shit was done on purpose. So that's what the fuck happened. And the nigga in the comments is gonna say, move on. Nigga, is you fucking goofy, nigga? My son's fucked up. He's out of an opportunity. We don't know what the fuck was gonna happen in that fight with him and AB because it's over. That shit was wrong what Roy did. Period. And that's how Roy is. This was one of the first times ever in 5 years that Mike stood up and told Roy some shit like, no, I'm still going to do it. So that nigga hit Mike with, so okay, I'm going to show you. All right, I'm going to put you in some sparring. Because him and the kid banging out. Who the fuck does that? For what? And then he in there with a nigga who don't even emulate AB. It was done on purpose, bro. Now the whole shit's fucked up. Where Roy at? In Germany right now.
He in Germany? Cool. Hold on, he in Germany?
And nigga in Germany with one of his female fighters and some shit, man. I don't know, nigga could be any fucking with. But I blame my motherfucking self because I trusted that nigga. With my motherfucking son. And how the fuck can you trust a nigga to be there for your son who's barely home with his own motherfucking family, nigga? Because when Mike was there the 3 weeks, Mark, because you know we do a split training camp.
Yeah,
when Mike was there, the 3 weeks that Mike was down with Roy at Roy's, nigga, every fucking week, Roy was fucking gone for 2 to 3 days. So nigga, you ain't even fucking there the whole time, and then when you there, you ain't even looking really getting a good look. You got the niggas sparring niggas who ain't even AB size. So nah, nigga, yeah, I'm mad. We stayed loyal to Roy because for 5 years, 5 years ago, Roy was the first nigga to take interest in my son. I knew the nigga wasn't the best motherfucking coach, trainer. That's why we did split training. Because the nigga's strength and conditioning is trash. His fighters run on their own. Nigga, he don't got no set program. Roy do only technical work. But we stood by him. That's facts. Now when my son is with him, do he learn shit? Yeah. But you need a motherfucking trainer who's gonna be there full time. You can't have niggas like Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Roy Jones as no motherfucking trainers, nigga. That's why we always did split camps, Mark. Now, do it make sense now?
Yeah, because I remember when I talked to you guys, I was asking you about how you guys doing the camp. It was like we start up here, then we go down to Florida. Because I asked, was Roy coming up there or was y'all going down there?
We stayed loyal to him. I knew the nigga wasn't the best motherfucking trainer. We stayed loyal. Roy is the motherfucking I don't even know the word to say.
He's a Hall of Famer, man. He's a legend.
No, that nigga's the GOAT. The nigga's the GOAT. Don't get it fucked up. Because I'm mad, I never lie on the nigga. He's my favorite fighter too, other than my son. But I'm talking about training wise. The nigga, when you deal with Roy Jones, he's a nigga. He's a vacation type coach. He's the nigga that you go and be with this nigga for about a week or two when he's free. And be around him, get that vibe. You with Roy, you feel good. He's showing you shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a nigga that you fucking. He ain't no Wally Moses. Moses no nigga like that. Bill Haney, Bill's dead. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I fell back and added niggas because my boxing experience is limited, and I never wanted to hold my son back. So who better else? Once Roy took interest, Roy know more about boxing than me.
Fair enough.
Like I know more about guns than that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I fall back. I say, okay, I know my son, but I can get my son in shape faster than anybody. I'm my fucking boy. You know what I mean? So our little shit we had worked out. But nah, that shit that Roy did was some bullshit. And at the end of the day, I don't know what the nigga gonna say because I can't wait to hear what he gonna say. But at the end of the day, Roy Jones, why would you fucking have my son in the ring sparring 8 days before his big fight with a whole nigga who doesn't even emulate AB and they going full blast? Because you did it, nigga, to prove a point to break Mike Jr. That wasn't to help Mike Jr. because the nigga was pestering Mike Jr. to fucking pull out. Now, nigga, so that's that. So now I'm about to throw some other shit at you, nigga. All right?
I'm listening.
So this is where the fucking some of the conspiracy shit comes from. All right? So before this motherfucking shit, nigga, when we first got the goddamn deal, nigga, I got a fucking phone call. I got actually two, and I never give who the promoters are. They well known. The first fucking phone call was, hey, what if I can, I was told to ask you, I could probably get you half of what y'all make for your son not to fight Roy. I said, who the fuck?
Hold on, you mean not to fight AB?
Yeah, excuse me. For me, I'm sorry. Correction. Yeah, because you know them internet niggas probably take your audio and shit.
Yeah. They were like, yeah, he was sparring Roy Jones. Roy Jones broke his jaw.
Roy Jones did, man. Let me tell you something. If Roy Jones broke my fucking son's jaw, my nigga, do you know what? I don't box, nigga.
I already know what you do.
Train.
I know what you do.
All right. It won't be no motherfucking Roy Jones if that man put hands on my son. The fuck? That's goofy as fuck. Yeah. That's these stupid ass internet niggas.
Right.
Roy ain't crazy, and Roy would never disrespect us like that and do no shit like that to my son. I don't even know why niggas even say some shit like that. But nigga, I don't even play around like that.
Right.
Because regardless of the situation, the nigga do love my son, but his ego, he wanted to show Mike. And I don't really think he intended for Mike's shit to get broke. But that's what the fuck happened, because you got two niggas banging out. So I get the fucking phone call. Motherfuckers trying to fucking rob me on some shit to pull my son. Bro, that shit was crazy as fuck. So I was like,
slow down. You said they said, hey, we'll give you half of what you get.
Nigga, they said we'll give you half your purse.
Just not to fight AB.
And the promoter said, nigga, I'm just the messenger. I said, nigga, I said, how you going? Motherfucking he ain't even black. But I call everybody nigga. I said, how you gonna ask me something like this when my son can go get the whole bag and we coming to beat AB and fucking we getting all this exposure. No, that's stupid. That ain't no good deal. Okay, senior. I'm the messenger. I was just told to ask you. So I'm like, man, this is somebody playing around. This is a joke. Somebody on some bullshit. I don't know what that phone call was about. Then I get a call from another smaller time promoter. He said, hey, you probably gonna get asked not to take this fight, and they're gonna probably offer you a deal, something like that. I said, nigga, I already got the call. The first guy was white, the second guy is black. I said, I already got that call. I said, nigga, this shit crazy. He said, I know. He said, first thing they said, bro, that shit with AB is fucked up. And your son's caught up in it. All right. So boom. Right after that, Roy is on Blue Bloods interview, saying whatever the fuck he said in the interview. Y'all can go look that shit up. All right.
What day ago was this? How long ago was this?
This was like fucking 3 weeks ago, bro.
Okay,
this was like early in the beginning of our shit, bro.
Okay.
So I get a call from Christy Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Christy goes, "Hey Mike, BLK and is calling me and asking me about Roy doing an interview saying he might pull Mike Jr. if Mike doesn't look good." So I'm like, I don't even know how the fuck Roy would even say that because Marq, as you know, Marq, we do split training. Mike hasn't even got to Roy yet.
He ain't seen him.
Exactly, Marq. Exactly. So why would you even speak that, my nigga? So I called Roy. I asked him before I even watched the Blue Blood interview. And Roy was like, "No, I was just saying, if I don't like what I see, But I'm talking to Roy like, nigga, you don't have no authority to do that, nigga. My son's the boss, and I'm gonna back my son. You can say whatever you want." So now, boom, from that point on, now we move to Monday. And before that, Mike was telling me Roy was acting weird in fucking training camp. So that's how that whole shit went. And our family and people was questioning like, yo, if Roy was acting like that, you think, he might have did something? I said, man, I know Roy for fucking 5 years. He would never do no shit like that I think. But my son was like, Dad, he was different. This camp was different. And it's real. That's real, bro. That's the real story. You got it first, nigga. I was actually supposed to talk like this on what's my nigga? Shout out to I don't know if you shout out other podcasters, but
I'm cool with you. You can shout out whoever you want to shout out.
Yeah. What's my name? Boxing Voice.
Ness. I'm cool with Ness. I ain't got no problems. I got his personal number. He got my personal number. We solid.
I was actually waiting on Roy to fucking come out and say what he's gonna say. But nigga, you got it out of me, nigga. I'm an emotional nigga, so you got it from me.
Yeah. Hey, look,
you know what I mean?
But this is your child though. So when I don't think it's emotion. No, that's fatherhood. That's being a parent.
Yeah,
so I don't look at it. It ain't like you mad over some girl that broke your heart. Like, man, you talking about your seed, man. So anybody would say you been
so you can imagine how I feel.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
There's so much shit going on. My son telling me from the jump, like, you know what I mean? And then, nigga, when we pull up the first day of camp, when I dropped Mike off, Roy's wife came out the house talking off. Oh, hey, y'all, Mike is here. Oh, Mike, you're fighting AB. I hope you're going to do good because fucking Eubanks got knocked out and people are blaming Roy and Roy's fighters is making our brand look bad. So, nigga, yes, I'm thinking it's his ego. Like, so that's why he's probably pressuring Mike. He don't want to look bad. But my nigga, if you don't want to look bad with Mike, then say I don't want to deal with this. Don't fuck up Mike's opportunity.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. Niggas is talking about
6 figures. Let's just let that be out there for the people who don't know. This was a 6-figure opportunity, correct?
Mike money was good for Mike. It was good for it was way better than a lot of niggas. It's old niggas that wasn't getting the money and for 30 minutes that Mike was going to get.
He was about to get 6 figures, man. Like and the opportunity to be the 4 division champion, have a name like Adrian Broner on his record.
It's gone. It's all gone. It was unnecessary, bro. That's why I said unnecessary. Because Roy, why? Why did you do it? It was ego. His ego. I want to see Mike's gonna have to prove to me if he's ready. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? A week before the fight, nigga, you still trying to see if he's ready? When you told me my son's offense, he looks sharp. Okay, if his defense is looking shaky, okay, then nigga, that's why he's with you. Fix it. And then if my son gonna get beat the fuck up, Marq, that's his journey. This is his story.
Let him
it happen.
Let him fight AB. Let AB have to do it.
Let it happen. Because that nigga Roy don't love my son more than me. And if my son want to do it, then let it take place. And if he don't like it, move the fuck out the way. Because now he'll nigga, you know how hard it is to get. Man, my son ain't fucking ranked. You feel me? Mike ain't ranked. He ain't signed to nobody. To get that phone call was a dream come true for my son, dog. At the end of the day, this is Adrian fucking Bronner, bro.
Yeah.
This is AB.
Yeah.
Niggas can disrespect AB all they want, but that
at a
nigga's
perfect time for your son to go in there.
World champion.
At a perfect
you
time
can't really
too.
Disrespect AB. He did it already.
Yeah.
Fuck AB's personal life. His boxing career, he did it already. Show that nigga some fucking respect. He's just having to do that shit early. That's why niggas don't respect it. He did that shit so fucking fast, bro.
Yeah.
So that was a great opportunity, nigga. That's just almost equivalent to we wake up the next morning and niggas say, you want to fight? Your son want to fight Manny Pacquiao 147? Yes, nigga.
Yeah.
If he gonna get beat up, let him get beat up. He's a fighter. Fighters fight. It's crazy, bro.
So let me ask you this. You was not there. Is that the norm that you don't go with Mike? And also, who did go down there with Mike?
I dropped Mike off. I stayed with Mike for about 2-3 days, and I left. I don't have to, bro.
So is that the normal? Have you ever stayed with him? Okay.
That's the norm because I trust Roy.
Okay.
5 years we've been with this nigga.
Just wanted to make sure.
I don't have to babysit Roy because Roy always been on point. So why all of a sudden for this fight, this nigga off? This shit was weird as fuck.
Now,
let me tell you something about Roy Jones.
Yes, sir.
If I was down in the camp, right? Let's take AB out the equation. Let's use Manny fucking Pacquiao. If I was down in the camp, the fight was set up through Roy to fight Manny Pacquiao in a week before the fucking fight, right? And I said, hey, Roy, I want Mike Jr. to do 8 more rounds I want him to do some hard sparring. I want him to work a week before the fight. You know what Roy would have told me?
What?
What are you doing, Dad? You serious? You don't do nothing like that, Dad. You got to fight next week. That's stupid, Dad. You don't do stuff like that. So why the fuck would he do this shit with the AB shit? My son tried to tell me the nigga was acting different. And I feel bad, bro, because I could have got my son the fuck out of there earlier. But we didn't get him out of there until after the damage was done. And if I would have got him out when he first told me, bro, y'all would have been, the whole shit would have still been going. So that's my fault.
On Monday is what you're saying. You should have got him out there on Monday.
Should have got that nigga out earlier than that, bro.
You mean like Monday, right? Or no?
Nigga, my son, even before Monday, Mike was saying, hey, it's kind of different down here. And he's like, Roy ain't even here like that. Roy coming in and out.
So who was he there with? Who was Mike there with?
Man, Mike was with other little boxers that's there, my nigga. Then I had to do the FaceTime shit in the mornings to make Mike run.
I'm talking about training. Like Roy ain't there with no trainer? Like
no, it's just Roy. And when he ain't there, the classes, I ain't gonna get a man's whole program, but yeah, nigga, Mike was there with the fucking ghosts and the chickens, nigga.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm just saying.
I'm keeping it real, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm waiting on that nigga to see what he's gonna say. Because at the end of the day, he can say some shit like, his defense, in sparring, he was getting hit with some shots. I didn't think he was defensively ready because the shots he was getting hit with, if Adrian Bronner hits him with those shots, he'll get knocked out. Well, then nigga, let it be. Because obviously we want that smoke. And when the fuck did Roy ever back down from shit? All of a sudden, he's so cautious now, nigga. This shit was weird, like my son said.
So
and then nigga work on the defense then. You don't have two niggas spar hard. That ain't how you work on a defense. And then don't forget, bro, this is very important. The nigga told me Mike was looking sharp offensively. Do not forget that. So this shit was some bullshit, bro.
So just to be clear, for the people who are just tuning in, And just to recap some of the things you're saying to make sure, because we're hearing a lot here. So you feel like Roy possibly was trying to teach him Roy didn't think he was ready with the first half of the camp that you guys did in Fayetteville. So when he gets down to Florida, he tells Mike first, or Mike calls you first and say, yo, Roy trying to pull me out the fight. Was that
Mike told me before Monday that Roy was acting fucking weird.
Okay.
And then they had sparring. He did like 10 rounds, some shit, whatever they did.
Did they have headgear? Because that was a rumor going around too. Roy had him sparring with no headgear, or he was using little gloves.
No, it was headgear. And I asked my son about the gloves. Mike said he's not sure what gloves the other kid was wearing. He don't know. He's it's normal shit. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't look at all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ain't even thinking nothing is up to no. Yeah,
exactly. Mike's not expecting that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I fussed at my son because I said, nigga, if I'm not there, first of all, you 23 years old, nigga. If you don't want to fucking spar anymore, you tell Roy no, and then you call me. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But the nigga Roy got mad, bro. He got mad because I told you after he talked to me Monday. Tried to telling me he wanted to pull Mike. I told him I need to talk to Mike. Mike told me no. Roy's acting. Mike said, I told you that Roy down here acting weird. Mike's like, I'm not doing bad down here. So I told Mike, I said, all right, let's just sleep on it. That fucking morning / afternoon, Roy went to Mike's room and was trying to convince him not to fight AB again. And Mike told him, Coach, I'm good. I want to fight AB. And that's when Roy turned on that bullshit. All right, well, we gonna spar again. Nigga, that's just vindictive.
So
nigga.
y'all sparred on, so he sparred on Monday, and then Tuesday mornings when he told him.
He sparred on Monday, and then on fucking Tuesday, when Mike wouldn't give in about not fighting AB, he made them niggas spar again.
On Tuesday,
nigga.
After doing 10 rounds on Monday, you sparring again, hard sparring again on Tuesday.
Hey, there you go, nigga. So you tell me how am I supposed to take that?
Now you also said you felt like you said something about the brand looking bad. So you feel like Roy didn't want him to fight because he got a lot of slack for Chris Eubank getting knocked out. So maybe Roy didn't want Mike Williams to lose, so it'll make him look bad.
I said that to him on the phone. I said, nigga, Roy, you sure? I said, is this about? I said, you trying to pull Mike because he looking that bad, or is this you trying to protect your image or your brand? And he hit me with, no, I care about Mike and all that, blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. No, nigga. No, something ain't right. You even talking different.
He didn't say that, though, did he? He didn't say about his brand, right? He didn't say that, did he?
No, his wife did.
She said that to Mike or to you?
His wife mentioned the brand shit. Yeah, the first fucking day.
To Mike or when he got there?
To me and Mike.
I hope he's ready.
I was there when she said it. I was there when she said it.
Okay, so you heard that firsthand.
From her mouth, nigga. That's his wife. And he stood right there, leaning up against his goddamn fucking whatever the little thing wall shit he had there. He stood right there too.
And didn't say nothing.
No, nigga, because I guess that's
already talked about it. They already talked about it.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean? So if this is the case, as soon as the deal came, he should have just backed out that shit. He should have said, man, I don't think he should have said, I don't think Mike should fight AB. And if you guys want to go with it, I'm going to sit this one out. I would have said understood. But again, this would have been another situation. Remember, he wasn't there for the motherfucking John Bowser fight. And here we go again with the AB fight. He wouldn't have been there.
Okay, well, you said y'all was loyal to Roy for 5 years. You ever look at it like Roy's been loyal to you for 5 years?
Absolutely. He didn't look out as far as being there for my son. Yeah. But again, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This situation was weird. My son was the first one just dealing with him. He said he ain't never really had this kind of experience with Roy. He was off. That's why he wanted to go home.
Okay. About these
shit was good. Shit was good all the way up until this point. We ain't never had no problems with Roy. But it was always, we had a little system, Mark. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Our system was good. You got to remember, Roy don't have time to be a full-time trainer. See, the most Roy ever been home is during COVID because the nigga can't go nowhere. So that was the time for any Roy Jones fighters to go live at Roy's because it's COVID. Everybody can just fucking train for those months. And then the second longest time the nigga been home was fucking because Ukraine and Russia went to war, nigga. What the fuck? He can't go over to Russia. Come on, nigga. I'm telling the truth. So I don't know. I'm waiting to see what the fuck he gonna say. I don't have no reason to lie.
You said 2 promotional companies tried to buy you guys out of this fight weeks after it was announced.
Man, one sent a message from the mysterious promotional company, and the other one called and said, "You're probably going to get it." We said we can't. Let's get that shit straight, Mark.
What you mean get it?
What's that?
What you mean by get it?
You're probably going to get an offer. Be ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I realized from watching all these goddamn YouTube shits, I'm learning fast. Niggas is twisting all kind of shit. I'm laughing at niggas talking about I'm the first to break it. Nigga, no, you ain't the first, nigga. You don't know anything. Nigga, I'm the first to break it, bitch. I put it on my Facebook.
So now some would say that's torturous interference, and is like you guys assigned to fight. That would be torturous interference. Did you guys contact CMP, Chrissy Martin Promotions, BOK? When did they find out?
Everybody know. Yeah, man. Shout out to Chrissy Martin. That's my girl. Shit, we was trying to keep this motherfucking fight going, nigga.
So what was her response when you told her, hey, man, people trying to buy me out the fight, half off? Like, give me half of my first.
She was fucked up with it too when I told her. Everybody probably fucked up that I'm even saying this shit. I'm fucking the game up. That's why I would never say who the promoters are. I ain't that crazy now, nigga. I ain't trying to get my son blackballed, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a big one. It's a big name.
Man,
one of the big ones. One of the big
nigga, listen, I will take that shit to my grave, nigga, before I get my son fucked up in the game.
Tell me after you retire. How about that? When you retire,
I never tell that shit.
Okay.
I never tell that shit. Okay. I take that shit to the grave. That shit ain't nothing to play with. This boxing shit is real, nigga. Okay. You don't want to get blackballed in this shit. You know what I'm saying? My son will be doing little fights in North Carolina for the rest of his motherfucking life, nigga. Beating niggas up that work at Walmart, nigga, and gas stations, because you'll get close in that box. And it's not fair to Mike Jr. But I always been real and open with our situation, all the way from while we're independent, while my son's box record, look how it looks, nigga, because we fight who we can afford. But the casual boxing fans don't get it. They don't understand it. And being ranked in boxing is bullshit. Being ranked in boxing is meaningless. Because in boxing, they can do anything they want. They can take a nigga out of nowhere. The next morning, he's ranked by the WBC. If Mark, if you fucking say, hey, I want to invest in Mike Jr., I'm gonna give you $90,000. Nigga, I can take that $90,000, contact the WBC, break them niggas off. Next thing you know, you wake up in the morning, Mike's in the top 10, nigga. So being ranked is nothing. If being ranked was so important, why did motherfucking Conor McGregor and the best boxer in the world, Floyd Mayweather, fight? How did fucking Conor McGregor leap over everybody and fight fucking Floyd, nigga? If ranked meant anything. It's about money. Why you think Jake Paul and them doing their motherfucking thing? Because they a draw. It's about money. They got money. Niggas bragging about I'm ranked. Why you think when you got the champion and the #1 contender and all the fans be complaining, oh, well, why didn't the #1 contender fight the champion, bitch? Because they didn't want it to happen. Because ranking means nothing. That's why, you dumbass niggas. When are y'all gonna catch on? But everybody think they know boxing. Everybody think they know how to move a fighter.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I'm listening. Do you think it was something else going on to make Roy put him in there? Because why is Mike in there sparring guys 6 feet tall and AB's 5'6"? That makes sense to nobody.
Y'all gotta ask Roy because I want to see what the fuck he gonna say too, because it was unnecessary. Like I said in my post, Roy shouldn't have did that. But what was the whole point? He said he didn't like Mike's defense. So you don't like Mike's defense. You try to talk Mike out of taking an AB fight, and then as a result, you make Mike spar a nigga that's fucking 5'11" or whatever the fuck the height the kid. He's tall, way taller than AB. What was the point of that? AB's 5'6", and the kid don't even fight like AB. So what was the whole fucking point of that? A whole fucking a week before my son's big day. Make that make sense. So I'm waiting. Reach out to him. Ask somebody, Blue Blood, you, Marq Nash, ask that nigga. Because I want to see what he going to say too. Because he can't, what he going to say? Because that was stupid.
When do you guys normally do your hard sparring? Like, what's the farthest out before you guys, like, we crank them sparring up and we should be peaking right here normally?
Bro, let me tell you some shit about me, all right? Well, if I'm doing it with Roy, I would try to communicate through Mike, like, hey, do that shit. You got 2-3 weeks before your fight. Make sure 2 weeks, I don't want you doing shit because you can fuck around and get hurt. We normally start that when he with me home, like North Carolina, man, we doing that shit early in the camp. You know what I mean? We do that shit early, get that shit out the way. I like to focus on conditioning. Bro, now let me tell you something about me personally. I don't like my son sparring. My son's 23 years old. I'm trying to fucking save longevity. You know why? Sparring's not the same no more. Nigga, have you seen sparring?
Yeah, they be trying to kill each other in there. They be trying to do all that doghouse shit. They ain't
I blame Floyd for that.
Yep.
With the doghouse rules. Sparring's not the same, bro.
Yeah, they don't be in there working on nothing. They be trying to kill
each
other.
These kids ain't working no more.
Yeah.
These kids ain't working, so I don't even like sparring.
It's ironic you said that. It's ironic you said that because when we had Mike Jr. up here, I asked him, would you say, you know, people said your coach was a good coach. Does Roy try to make guys fight like him? And he said, nah, it's a gift and a curse because guys want to beat you just to say, hey, Roy, look what I get an L and Roy get an L. So they want to go hard on him because of that. Is that other guy that he was sparring, is he another Roy Jones fighter or is he just a kid?
He's another Roy Jones fighter. And
what's his weight?
So
is he a 147 guy or what?
He's like a 135 guy, but he don't have a fight coming up, so he's probably like
150,
147, 148 right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, something like that. He don't have a fight, so and he's tall like Mike. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, you know, when Roy tell Mike and tell him to go when y'all sparring full speed. That nigga don't want to look bad in front of Roy because he don't want to get fussed at Roy. And Mike don't want to look bad in front of Roy because Mike don't want to get fussed at. So now you got two niggas trying to take each other's head off. And as a result, he ended up catching Mike. You know what I mean? So, and Mike finished the sparring. Mike didn't get beat up by him. They both was fucking each other up. It's just that his motherfucking punch, you know, fucked Mike's shit up. Because Mike finished the sparring. And, you know, the nigga went straight to his room and was like, Dad, get me the fuck out of here. I told you Roy was down here acting crazy. I told you this. It's different. I want to come home.
Now, is that other guy, is he based in Florida with Roy? Or did he come down there just...
He lived down there. He lived down there. He lived in Florida. Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't come down there just for this camp. Okay.
No, man. Nah, man. No, bro. They live down there.
You think he's closer? So he's probably closer than Roy then.
You said he's doing what?
He's probably closer to Roy. Has he been with Roy 5 years? How long he been with him?
No. Mike. Roy loved Mike, bro. That's why it was just weird. But Roy can be controlling. Mike was with Roy first. Roy got some controlling ways, bro. And Roy's the kind of let me tell you something, my nigga. Roy's a fucking god, nigga. He's a god. Even when we go places, that nigga's a god, nigga. So Roy ain't used to know. Roy's the boss. I'm the leader. And if I tell you that you can't fight AB, that should be it. You and your dad should be following me because I'm Roy and I know more than you niggas. But for this right here, it was like, no, nigga. Me and my son and I, we fighting AB. So Roy took it whatever way he took it. His ego didn't take it well. I'm telling y'all the fucking truth, man.
How long is this injury gonna have Mike Williams down?
Man, we looking at like 8 to 10 weeks. Nigga, you think I didn't try to talk to Black Prime to get them to fucking postpone this fight with Mike? But I think AB and them doing this shit in April. Like we would be just there, but it'd still be risky because now Mike had a wire and shit all out of his mouth, his jaw. You know what I mean? That's still AB. AB catch him, then we right back to the same place. So, maybe they can push this shit towards. They pick the date at the end of April. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what Black Prime's gonna do, but we still want that opportunity. Bro, that shit's rare to get that. That's Adrian Bronner. You know what I mean? I thought this was a blessing from God, but then now I got weirdos talking about everything happens for a reason. That was God that canceled this. So I don't fucking know, bro.
Never heard of it.
It never heard of it.
You feel me? So I don't know, bro. But today you got the whole fucking story, my bro. So
some people say, but if you say Roy loves your son, right? And you say, yo, he stuck with us for 5 years. He was loyal. We was loyal. Why would he do this? What would be his motivation to some would say sabotage Mike Williams on his biggest opportunity?
I can't wait till one of y'all catch his ass and ask him. Because the fact that the biggest question is, hey, Roy, why would Mike got his fight next week? Why would you put him in sparring with a dude who doesn't even emulate AB and you make them fucking spar full speed? Why? When you can get a cut, elbow, break a hand, wrist, any fucking thing. In our case, the fucking jaw. Why, Roy? So that nigga gotta answer that. So I'm sitting patiently because I know he see all this shit. I'm waiting to hear what he's gonna say too. Cause I told y'all the truth. He gonna tell y'all the same shit that I told y'all. I told his daddy that Mike, defensively, he wasn't ready. He was taking too many shots that he shouldn't take, and if AB hit him, that's the shit he gonna say. So then, nigga, why don't you just work on his defense without sparring? Because we're not backing out of it, or just get the fuck out the way.
Did you get a chance to say that to him? Man,
that nigga talk.
And what was his response? What was his response, sir?
Hey, I didn't know he was hurt. Did this happen in the first part of the second? Nigga, it happened in the second, and he wouldn't be hurt if you wouldn't have did that. So then it got to a point where I love that nigga so much that I didn't even want to talk to him because I didn't want to be cursing him out, or he cursing me out, and nigga now I'm trying to fight or something. Yeah. And Roy's a great fighter. I'm a great shooter. He gonna bring his skills. I'm gonna bring my skills. I know who's gonna win that. So I don't want to take that. I don't want to take it there with him. But that was fucked up what he did to my son. That nigga ain't sending Mike Jr. no fucking money. Now my son's fucked up. I bet you my son ain't gonna receive 10 grand, 5 grand. Hey, I feel bad. He go 1,000. Let me pay your car note for 6 months, Mike Jr. That nigga ain't doing that. So why would you fuck up the bag for my son? And niggas in your comments talking about move on. Nigga, that ain't just because it ain't your fucking son.
To be clarified, the reason why he said that because he said he don't want you guys to get blackballed because Roy Jones is Roy Jones.
Fuck blackball. We are fucking retired, nigga. Fuck boxing. We did it our way. We'll fight locally, nigga. Blackball that. You can't blackball us when we just fighting in North Carolina. How? Well, I'm gonna pick the right opponent. This shit's gonna get approved, or they'll get fucking sued. Fuck, being on TV. Y'all niggas will look up, and my motherfucking son will be 80-1. And you'll just be laughing saying he fought all bums. I don't give a fuck about no blackball. Or he just won't box. We use boxing, my nigga. Boxing don't use us. Nigga, I'm the one that struggled coming up. I'm the one who been in prison. I'm the one who changed my life and fucking got my record expunged and shit, nigga.
Right.
My son don't got that story where boxing saved his life. I did the right motherfucking thing as a parent. I made that shit easy for my son in life. So my son don't need no motherfucking boxing. He just happened to be fucking talented. I don't give a fuck about no blackball.
When you look back on this, other than saying, "Hey, I should have got my son out there," or about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When you look back on it, do you going forward, like with training going forward, do you feel like, yo, I need to start being there, seeing what's going on, or at least send me a rep? If I can't be there, Mike need to have a representative of me there. So like I'm looking at the other guys' gloves, making sure, hey, we wearing 16.
I felt my son, nigga. I felt him.
That hurts, man. Damn, man, you about to make me cry in here just to hear you say that, bro. Because that hurts, man. That's the worst feeling. Any parent, no parent wants to feel that way.
Because I trusted Roy.
When people talk about these conspiracies, some people are saying Al Haymon was involved. Do you think that's involved, or is that conspiracy theories and like, man, that's delusional talk? Or
I guess we'll never know. You know, I don't know who's the mysterious promoter is. I don't know who was going to offer us, who was going to give us the money if I chose to take that. I don't know where it was going to come from. I don't know if niggas was playing. I don't know if niggas was fucking around. I don't know where it was coming from. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys did get an offer for half your purse,
nigga,
about 3 weeks ago, just to pull out, just to not do the fight.
We got that. We got that, bro. And then another promoter, a smaller one, called and said, "Hey, I'm thinking y'all probably going to get an offer." And I told him, I said, "We already got it already." Nigga, I feel kind of bad, nigga, because we don't got shit right now.
Yeah,
maybe I should have fucking tested the waters to see if it was true. Maybe I should have said, well, if this is true, show me, send 5,000 to my cash app, nigga, so I can see. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't got shit. We don't got shit. So I don't speak on Al Haymon, nobody. Shout out to Al Haymon. Man, you don't play around with shit like that, my nigga. You don't play around with the shit like that. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Black Prime for giving, and Christy Martin for giving Mike that opportunity.
How you guys feel about working with BLK Prime or Christy Martin again in the future? Like, how was that working so far? I remember when I asked Mike when we did the interview, I said, "How's it going?" He said, "So far, so good." And I was like, "All right, well, that's fair. I ain't saying much, but okay."
Shout out to Desmond and Mario and stuff. I mean, we didn't get very far. We was almost there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why we wouldn't work with them. Work with them. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they got bread. You know what I mean? To me, to be honest with you, let me tell you some real shit. I'm glad you just said that.
Yes, sir.
I think, in my opinion, I think BLK Prime should have invested more into guys, the younger generation, like the Mike Juniors who got a little buzz and other local fighters, and build them up instead of giving 1 or 2 fighters all that bread.
My boy Reggie Owens said that earlier today. He was like, "Man, y'all trying to do too much too quick, and y'all got Terence Crawford, ain't had no other events, net a AB fight going, and y'all ain't got no events planned right now." So
yeah, I wouldn't. You guys got the money. All you guys had to do is focus on marketing. You could have just fucking gave Mike Jr. some bread. They could have got, for the money that they giving out, they could have got fucking eight dope young dudes that's popping and raise them to be stars, and then fight them against the top ranks and shit that made money. Why would you give the other guys that much money? But I'm not saying that the other boxers, like, shout out to my nigga Bud, we love Terrence and them. Shout out to Steve Nelson, Bomac. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. I don't never fuck with nobody's money. I'm not saying that AB didn't deserve it. Shout out to him too. But you know, everybody, you know, they got it. That's just my opinion. You could have spreaded that shit out and raised some dope ass young dudes and promoted them and brung the fucking attention over that way too. But hey, that's not my money. You know, I'm a dumbass nigga. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nah, you far from that, brother. You far from that. So
that's it.
Well, how is Mike's spirits doing? Let me ask you that. I know this is truly disheartening for him. I know disappointed would be an understatement. How is he feeling about everything? How's he feeling about Roy right now? I know you said you feel like Roy love him, but also the next sentence was he tried to break my son. Yeah,
Mike's spirits is fucked up. My son's sad, dog. As far as Roy, I can tell you straight up, you know, Mike could just have to tell my son ain't fucking with Roy no more, bro. And that's sad. You know what I'm saying? You know, my son is very respectful. He'll, you know, if they out and about, they run across each other in Vegas and shit, hey coach, shit like that. But you know, it won't ever be the same after this. I can tell you that. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because maybe Mike Jr. See, you gotta remember, Mark. Mike don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
But if Mike, it's funny because if Mike come out and be talking like I do, which he can, it'll hurt niggas more. Because niggas be like, man, that's his daddy talking. No, nigga, I'm talking for my son because I talk to my son. I'm telling you what he's telling me. My son always been that kind of nigga. He always whispered to me, and then I tell the next nigga. He don't really like no controversy. He's that kind of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he cool. He cool.
As he grows up to be, as he grows up to be a superstar, he'll always be the one you'll always love. He'll never look like the bad guy. I'll always be the bad fucking guy. He'll
like Angel and Danny Garcia and
yeah,
Robert Guerrera,
you know
Robert Guerrera and his father. Yeah. We see it a lot. T.O. was like that early on, and his dad did most of the talking. Devin, be quiet, don't talk a lot, but his dad, Bill, will get talking. You know, I get where you're coming from. It's the trade-off. It's the trade-off.
Yeah, so
you love me. You love the fighter. Be mad at the dad.
Yeah, that's what we here for. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All I want you to do is love my son, cause you niggas, not you, Mark, but these niggas hate me. These niggas hate me for the same reason they love me, nigga. Independently, I promoted my son, but you don't like it because you don't like my mouth. But this mouth got my son to where he at, and niggas still, they still, even with my nigga, shout out to my nigga Bill. They in boxing, they hate fathers. They hate fathers when they should be praising fathers. Yeah, fathers get emotional. Yeah, sometimes we can be in the way, but god damn it, we doing a great motherfucking job. I'll pat myself on the motherfucking back. I'll toot my own motherfucking horn. I don't need no, I like my own Facebook post, nigga. I heart my own shit. I don't need no nigga to tell me I'm doing a good job. Nigga, I know I am. I know I raised a good boy. A good young man. You got me fucked up.
What do you want people to come away from this thinking? Because, you know, you're going to have some people that are they're so big, they're big Roy Jones fans, right? And, you know, like you said, Roy walks around like a god. People open the door for him. When he get to the restaurant, they say, it's on us, Mr. Jones. We just want to take a picture.
Yeah, I see it. Niggas talking about, I seen the comments. Niggas talking about Roy tried to save his son. Roy didn't try to save my son, nigga. Roy didn't try to save my son. They gonna side. You got people who gonna side with Roy. Roy tried to save his son. My motherfucking son is a fighter. How the fuck Roy trying to save my son when my son want to fight and the daddy's in agreement with my son? Roy don't love my son more than me. The fuck out of here. Now, Roy didn't try to save my son. Roy's ego got in the way. Because if it was this shit was set up by Roy, it wouldn't have went that way. The fuck out of here. So to answer your question, I don't give a fuck. He gonna have people that's gonna side with him and shit like that. These are the same stupid ass people who talking about Mike Jr.'s not ready. Mike Jr.'s not ready, but they basing it off because he lost to John Bowser. How you gonna base it off of that? You know what I'm saying? None of you niggas is God. None of you motherfuckers is psychics. Niggas talking about my son ain't ready. The nigga tell me what the Powerball number is going to be, bitch. Niggas don't know. Nobody knows what the fuck was going to happen with Mike and AB. Nobody. And I guess we'll never fucking know.
You don't
So
think
you gonna have people that side with Roy. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because at the end of the day, you can side with Roy all you want, but having a motherfucking spar a week before the fight is stupid. That's it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna leave this with you. And I'm gonna get off this shit. Roy's a trophy trainer.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Never heard of it.
What is a trophy trainer?
Roy is a trophy trainer. A nigga you say this is my trainer and it looks good. That doesn't make this nigga a full, real trainer. But that nigga is the GOAT when it comes to him being a boxer. I love you, Mark.
So being with Roy,
I love you, my nigga.
So being Roy, it looked good. It looked good. It got you in some rooms. I get it.
I love you, my nigga. I'm out.
All right, man. I'll see you in the next one. I'll hit you up tomorrow, bro, or whenever. All right. Michael Williams Sr., ladies and gentlemen. Trophy trainer. All right. That was a lot. That was a whole lot. That was a lot. Somebody said, she said, yeah, I said a celebrity trainer. Sean T in the building. He said, I don't know anything about his son, but I respect any man who stands up for his children. I'm going to drop the link. Explosive interview. Lots of explosive details. I do not plan these shows a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen. I have a title, I have a thumbnail. I know what I'm going to say. I know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to react to the chat. I do not always know when guests will pull up. And you know, he got my personal number. He called me personally, and it just happened to be live. I don't know. When y'all heard me, I said, I'm live right now talking about you and your son. He was just replying to my text. Then, yeah, he just been right on in. Wild night. I open the phone lines up. Michael Williams Sr. Explosive interview, to say the least. Link is out there if you want to call in, voice your opinion, whether you agree, whether you disagree. That's all cool with me. Wow. Somebody gonna clip that up. Roy Jones was trying to pull him out the fight. I thought that was some new information. Roy had told him to get out the fight. He said they was talking about saving the brand. That's why he wanted to get him off the fight. His wife told him that as soon as he pulled up, the brand, I want the brand looking bad since the Chris Eubanks knockout. Look, I interviewed with them and I asked them about Chris Eubanks. So yeah, remember people was talking about it. It was a whole big thing. Roy's a bad trainer. Wow. So that was going on. Pounds, what up, my brother? Lisa Bells, what up? Pittsburgh T. So that was information for us. So that rumor that we was hearing about the guy being 6 feet tall, 5'11", 6 feet, yeah, was another Roy Jones guy. So yeah, we pretty much got some stories here. We got firsthand information. See, I was talking about that earlier tonight. I ain't bought off from Mike Williams. Nah, he even said, shit, we ain't even got nothing right now. So no, I'm not being bought off, homie. I just try to have a platform where people can talk. As you can see, I let the man talk for a very long time, and then I ask some questions where I can get them in at. But thought I was very fair. Thought I asked some tough questions. Y'all call in, voice your opinion. The link is out there if you want to join the conversation. Let me know what y'all think of this. Yeah, the show went a whole different way from what I expected. Yo, can I use your audio recorder? Yeah, clip it up. Somebody already asked me, can I clip it up? Clip it up. Just put the link to the full video in the description. Description or comment or in description. and or pin the top comment. Yeah, just let niggas know where they can hear the whole thing. Cause I don't want to get taken out of context. All right. Yeah. Wow. All right. Yeah, I had to send a text message. All right. Karma, what up? Boston scholar Brandon Washington. Y'all probably missed a whole good interview right there, man. Missed a lot of information. Y'all was going back and forth the whole time. Y'all missed a lot of good shit right there. Pound for pound king. But I got love for y'all both, man. We're gonna work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. Shit ain't that serious. Roy out here getting boxers hurt. Shit, that's what it sounded like. He said it was ego. According to the father, it was ego. He didn't want the Roy Jones brand to look bad. He said, I didn't like his defense. He was like, oh, why not work on his defense then? No, he wanted to pull him all the way out the fight, and they was like, nah. So they, after doing 10 rounds on Monday, they in there going at it again, hard sparring the very next day again on Tuesday. Less than 2 weeks away from the fight. People are saying Mike Williams Jr. has some name recognition now. All right, well, shit. Some people said he had name recognition before just because he was trained by Roy Jones. Like he said Roy walks around like a guy. He said he's a trophy trainer though. He knew Roy wasn't the best trainer. He ain't no customato, but he thought he genuinely cared about his son. He felt like he loved him. Felt like now, he said Mike was like, man, things are different. Like things are different. They just acting real weird. Roy's good for the right fighter. Okay. Good interview, Mark. All right. The link is out there. Somebody click the link if you want to talk about it. I want to know what y'all think about it. Let me see what they were saying in the comment. Let me scroll to the top. I think I missed a lot. Champion Hart was like, the new era of boxing sucks. These guys are not in their sparring properly. That's what he was talking about too, Champion Hart. That's what he was talking about. He was like, yo, he blamed Floyd. It was like niggas been there trying to kill each other. What's the difference if you spar hard early and bust your jaw? You ain't, hold up. What's the difference? If you spar hard early and bust your jaw, you ain't going to fight either. No, I'm saying, no, I guess he meant like sparring, like when they get closer to the fight, they ain't even sparring like that 2 weeks later, 2 weeks out. They just sharpening up stuff, conditioning. He said he focused on conditioning when they get closer to the fight. But I get your point though. If you break your jaw earlier, but I think maybe if you get a little cut earlier too, you get your cut time to get healed up too. But I don't think people thinking about getting the jaw broke. But good point though, I guess. I think that goes for everything. He has a point. Yeah, some of this I'm getting out of context. Shout out to my brother D Bevel the champ. He said Mike Williams Jr. sounds like your boy D Bevel. Oh, because of the Floyd thing. Patricia Shelton, she said, Mike will heal at God's speed and the opportunity will come again. Amen. I'm with that too. Prayers up for that. Yeah, because the guy's a nice young man, man. If you ever talk to him, he's a good young man. He ain't out here causing no trouble. He ain't wilding out, catching cases, beating up girls, catching DUIs, running out on bills at the Waffle House. I'm just saying. It's a lot of boxers getting in a lot of trouble nowadays and keeping their name in the media for all the wrong things. Mike Williams is not one of them. Just a likable young man. All right. We get into this other topic then. But that was it for me. Maybe BLK Prime can replace the AB fight with Chris Brown and Blueface. Let's get right into it. We can get right into it. I think we're done with this one. Wow, I just chopped that up. I thought it was good. I learned a lot. First-hand information, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. All right, let me get into this Chris Brown shit, man. Damn, that was crazy. Just never know who's gonna pull up in the neighborhood. I needed that one. All right. And in other news, in hip hop news, Chris Brown and Blueface been going at it. Y'all heard anything about this? Y'all heard anything about it? Let's talk about it. Let me go to it. Damn, I gotta chop that whole little piece up. I need that whole interview as a piece right there. Chris Brown, Blueface. Here we go. So Chris Brown, he was a little upset I guess he was like, people, they tripping. Okay, that was funny. So Blueface is gonna reply. Let me see. I want to get the Chris Brown shit first. I want to do this in chronological order. So Chris Brown did a post. Okay, I guess I got to go to the shade room. Damn. TSR Instagram. There we go. So basically, Chris Brown has a new song out with Chloe Bailey, right? Just giving y'all a little background story. He got a new song with Chloe Bailey. It was a young lady who saw he was doing the song with Chloe Bailey, and she took some shots at Chris Brown. Her name is Kylie Williams. She used to be in the group, I believe, 3LW, right? Let me share the screen so y'all will know what I mean when I say these things. Share it over here. Bam. Did it pop up? All right, take Blueface off. Boom. So she don't like the fact Chris Brown got the joint with Chloe Bailey. So here we go. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. So this is a little early. Let's go back. Where was it at? Where did it start at? Where did it start? Let's go down some more. Where did it start at? Chris Brown started calling her Miss Amtrak because she said she slept with everybody in B2K except Omarion. And then somebody said at the same time, she was like, that was just one time. I was like, yo, you slept with the whole B2K at one time? Everybody except Omarion? Damn. She out there. So Chloe Bailey, Chris Brown got the new joint out. Let's fast forward. Where we at? What did Shorty do to post? When did Shorty make her post? Okay. Here we go. Let's click this. So people were mad that Chloe Bailey has this. They was like, y'all mad at Chloe, but where's this energy for Drake or Thug? No guidance, and go crazy. I'll wait. So the people were upset that she is doing this record with Chris Brown. People like, yo, why you doing this record with Chris Brown? So let me scroll. Boom. Yeah. Wrong way. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get it right. There we go. Had to see what y'all was looking at on the screen. So where's Chris Brown's reply? So basically people mad about that. So Chris Brown replied with this. He said, if y'all hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, y'all see? Oh, let me blow it up a little bit. Chris Breezy replied with, if y'all hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole entire ass. Damn. I'm gonna be honest. No. I gotta stop that. I've never really been a fan of men telling people kiss my ass. Like, who? What? Nigga? Like, no. Never been a fan of that.
Small hats.
No. Never been to that. And then you said kiss my whole entire ass.
Never heard of it.
I don't know about that, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna get caught up in the comment section in a second. But let me get this off because I'm on a different screen over here. All right. I'll get back to it. If y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole entire ass. I'm fucking 33. Chris Brown's like, nigga, I'm getting old. I'm old out here, nigga. I'm almost 40. He said, I'm 17. I'm almost 40. Yeah, he said, I'm closer to 40 than I am to 17. Shit, how about that? He said, I'm fucking 33. I'm so tired of y'all running with this narrative. You weird ass niggas are the same ones that tune in every week to see Blueface and Krishan beat the fuck out of each other. Or beat the shit out of each other in front of the world. But that's okay. It's entertainment. All y'all can suck my dick disrespectfully. Let me click like on that post. Okay. All right. Did he continue? Okay. He said, where all the cancel culture with these white artists that date underage women? Beat the shit out of their wives, Dana White, and giving babies AIDS. Damn, he said that. Oh, that's right. They are your buddies. No more fake love from me. Stay out my way or get ran over. Simple as that. None of you and I, he said, none of you, and I mean none of you niggas can fuck with me. All right. Make some noise for Chris Breezy. All right, let me go to the next clip. Now, let me get to my next clip. Now, the next clip comes from Blueface in response to the Chris Brown. Oh, here we go. Chris Brown names drop celebrities who've been accused of domestic violence. Let's play it. Where we at? Nah. Okay. He's talking about Ozzy Osbourne, Charlie Sheen, giving people AIDS, Mel Gibson. Oh, yeah, he was abusing his wife too. Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, yeah. All right, let's get to the Blueface. Let's get back to Blueface. Let's get to Blueface. Now, Blueface is going to take a angle that I don't like when at some point in his video, I see you in the background. Let me get this off real quick, and I'll bring you on. I know you're going to be like, that's false or facts. So let me get this off, but stay right there. Blueface fires back at Chris Brown. You beat up the wrong bitch, which implies like Rihanna's doing the Super Bowl, so you can't hit her. My girl just came from the hood with me, so I can beat her. Don't like the energy of that, but let's hear his audio.
Yeah, beat the Yaki. What's happening? Look, check it out. I understand the frustration, fool. You know, for me being in the situation. I'm not even gonna trip on you because the message you trying to send is way off. I get it, you know. It's funny. I hit her back. It's face, so I totally get it. That'd be the most irritating thing ever. But you gotta play the cards that you was dealt. You want some, but they did it too. Why aren't you guys telling them anything? And it's like, bro, life don't work like that, man. You know, if we all go do a crime together, we're not all gonna get the same time together. You hear me?
He's talking too cool and too cavalier about domestic violence. I got a problem with that. Let's go.
Might get the most amount of time. We might not all say nothing, but we all went and did the crime, so we got to take the time. You hear me? You want some? You guys are gonna give me the most time, but they did it too. Like, judge, sentence. Yeah, like, we ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I mean, like, handle your candle, deal with your situation how you deal with it. Only thing I disagree with is you posting all these random white people and me and trying to like distract from your thing. You feel me? Like, you gotta stand on it, kid. Like, if you beat the like, oh God, like, you scared to like, yeah, like, I get it. You on some R&B, you don't want to be seen as R&B, but oh God, you beat the Yaki, you gotta, hey, I beat my man. I ain't finna come on here and be like, well, Chris Brown did it 16 years ago, and you guys let him still like perform at the BET Awards, and I'm gonna sound like a square. Breezy, yeah, beat the Yaki. What's happening? Look, check it out. I understand the frustration, fool. You know, for me being in the situation.
So there we go. He's very normalizing domestic violence right here to me. Yeah, rewind this back. Yeah, he went all the way in on Roy Jones, Rachel Jones. I'm about to call you Rachel Jones. Rachel Darnell. She said, okay, let me go back. Yeah, rewind that shit back. He was up here for a minute too, and I just listen, let him talk. Brandon Cannon. Brandon with the cannon. What up, B-Dub? What's on your mind?
Salute to everybody in the neighborhood. What up to Marq Nash? Big Marq Nash doing big things. You know, you gotta give respect where respect is due. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the interview. I'm gonna have to go back and, you know, key in, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be serious, and because this is breaking beats, it gotta be funny. So let me go and get the funny out the way first, cause
let's go.
We do know that was Krayshawn in the back when Blueface was talking, right?
I'm assuming so. I can't confirm or deny, but I'm very.
So when he said, "Man, look, you know, when I beat my bitch up, you know what I mean?" She laughed. He laughed. He like, "Listen, You know, I wouldn't go back in time and be like, look what, he was like, hey man, it is what it is. So that was fucking hilarious because it was just understood that that's what they do, you know what I mean? And then he let it be known, I'm gonna beat my bitch up, so it's what it is. And then the other funny part is when he told him he beat up the wrong bitch. That was hilarious. Like his girl even laughed. Like Great Shot even laughed in the back. She was like, "Yeah, you did. I'm just a little bum brow. You beat you beat up the Princess of Pop. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole difference. Like, bro, and then not only that, we see Krayshawn fight back on video. We just seen Rihanna, and we only heard the stories of her with her face, seen her face beat up, and you know what I mean. So it's a whole different narrative. It just looked different. We seen this girl pop Blueface in the back of the head with a bottle. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, Chris Brown is right. People do tune in to watch that dysfunction, and they cheer it on. Like people watch that, and it's normalized. Like I ain't never seen now one of them go to jail for beating each other up. Like they'll be in handcuffs or whatever, but I seen Blueface knock her daddy out.
I ain't never heard of that.
Blueface knocked Krayshawn's daddy out on camera. Knocked him out. Cold.
Afraid of it.
Man, listen. They got a little sex tape out too. They on Pornhub. They everywhere. Like, bro, this is the most dysfunctional shit ever, and people is eating this up and normalize this. Man, Blueface had a shootout in front of the club. We saw it on video.
Still out here. How you do that?
like what the fuck? So
like how you do that, man?
Yeah, like ain't this the wild? Like this world is just wild to me. So that's why Chris Brown is even look at it. And even the funny shit is when Blueface was like, yeah, you posting me with random white people. He called them random white people, not famous white people. He called them random. Like, man, like Blueface probably didn't know what the fuck them white people was. He was like, yeah, man, you just out here posting me with these white people. Like, what the fuck? Say, Blueface, them white people kind of famous, like more famous than you. And he would try to prove a point. But Chris Brown was out here dry snitching. That's all it was. He was just dry snitching. That's fine. That's like getting in my feelings.
If it's public record.
Yes, because that's like what Hannibal Buress did to Bill Cosby. His joke wasn't popping when he told that joke about Bill Cosby, and people was like, "Ooh," when he told that joke, and he was like, "You know what? Google it. Pull up the cases. I ain't lying." And that's when people started Googling it because his joke had bombed so bad. People started Googling it, and that's what, and then that's what happened to Bill Cosby. So the same thing. That's all he doing. Same shit. Like if y'all gonna look at me like this, look at them like this. That's not fair. What Blueface is correct. Just because we had the same case, don't mean we gonna get the same time. The law look at circumstances and things different. Or else, if that's the case, if I rob somebody, I should get the same time that you get. Robbery is 5 years period, no circumstances, no this, no that, or no nothing. That's not fair for Chris Brown to want people to be judged like that.
Talking about the court, y'all talking about legal court. He's talking about the court of public opinion, though.
Right, but that's how he want people judged with the same lens, and that's not fair. You can't judge people with the same lens.
Why not?
Because that's what he asking for.
Like, but but domestic violence.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Girl, one time, this guy fight a girl, and that's wrong. And I ain't saying it's cool, but this guy they got a whole show and they fighting the whole time, and that's just entertainment for y'all. And he said y'all being hypocrites, basically.
That he's right in that aspect, but he didn't have to go out of his way to post them random white folks like Blueface said. He had to post them white folks up there. What you posting them white folks for?
Why not? I'm just,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm just asking, like, what was the point in posting them white folks? You trying to show that, oh, these white folks did it and y'all not punishing these white folks the way y'all punish me?
Yeah. He's showing inconsistency.
Come on, bro.
He's showing giving examples. That's called giving examples.
Okay, so what did that do?
Made his point to make people's like, damn, y'all are it is kind of agenda to fuck with Chris Brown because y'all not keeping energy.
But everybody know that though. You know what I mean? Like everybody know.
No, bro. I don't realize some of the people really thought about like until he's like, damn.
No, I'm talking about the double standard without him talking about the people. I'm just saying everybody knows that black people get treated different from white people, and that white people issues get skirted around, like the Dana White situation. Like Dana White slapped the shit out of his wife
on camera.
I'm talking about slapped her good too. That was one of them good ones. I bet you like.
I'm good, Brandon.
Okay, I'm just saying. Man, I said a comedy twist, bro. I didn't slap her. He slapped her. He winded up and open and slapped his wife.
Serious though, you still on the comedy part. I thought you were gonna get serious at one point.
Oh, well, I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm sorry. You know how we do. We flip one in there.
Because a joke is only a joke if we're serious sometimes. You know.
Okay, so I'm just saying. But I mean, when he slapped her, he slapped her with intent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and nobody said.
Yeah, and he. Let me get off of that. Girl behind the mic, welcome home. Who's right in this situation? Chris Brown, Blueface. Who you got?
Shout out Marq Nash. Hey Brandon. Hey everyone in the chat. Everyone listening.
Hey, girl behind the mic.
We have two same stories. I feel like what happened to Chris Brown years ago was a one-sided story. So we only had the aftermath. But in reality, I'm not saying I knew what happened in the car. I'm just saying we don't know. But in reality, we could have had a Blueface and Krishan. We didn't know their relationship. We just knew Chris Brown and Riri were together. So, and we don't even know what happened for that event to escalate the way it did. All we know is we saw Riri's mugshots or pictures floating around, and she looked like she had been badly beaten. So therefore, Chris Brown automatically became a woman beater. Blueface and Krishan is toxic as F. I'm not sure how this is even permissible. I'm not sure what's going on, but I think people are not receiving Blueface and Krishan like Chris Brown because it's mutual combat. Like the videos that I've seen of them, they're sparring. We're talking about sparring. They're fighting, both of them. Is it good? No, it's not. I don't even know why this is allowed. I mean, to me, it's like cringe. It's real cringe when I see them fighting. So I think that's the difference. And I think that's why people are reacting differently, because they're actually seeing two sides of the same story. When it comes to Blueface and Krishan, they're like, oh, them people just crazy. You know what I mean? But with Chris Brown, we had two high famous celebrities at that time. And then we just saw Rihanna beat up and we're like, oh my God, Chris did this, so. But in a nutshell, I think it's all the same. But the problem up to now is, I was going to say we, but I'm going to say I still don't know what happened. I just know that I saw Rihanna's face beat up. That's it. So therefore, the public perception is Chris Brown is a woman beater. But if I was Chris Brown, I would not respond to anything. Like if I was Chris Brown and I'm trying to be 33 and away from 17, I wouldn't even respond to anything and bring up that event, even if people do. Because now you're bringing it back up to memory. Because I've not forgotten, but most of us have moved on. Rihanna married, got 2 babies. Like, you're making us then read like, oh yeah, Chris Brown was a woman beater at one point in time, or whatever the case is, even though it could have been a Krishan and Blueface incident. They could have been in a toxic relationship too. We don't know.
Question before you continue. I want to set this survey up. How do I word this? Who is right in this situation? Or Chris Brown saying forgive him for his past, or is it Chris Brown calling out the industry? I think he's calling out the industry. What you think? And the other choice is Blueface saying mind your business. That's
I agree with Blueface. I'd be like, say, bro, mind your business. Don't be bringing attention to us. You bringing attention. Now you're gonna have these white folks on us. Like he said, you tying me to these random white folks. Now you're gonna make us hot. Now you got us tied to these mainstream white folks. Now they're gonna be looking us up. Now they're gonna be looking at us.
Brandon. That's why they got a show. That's why they got offered a TV show, bro. Because they've been watching it. They know it's toxic.
On Zeus. It's on Zeus.
Okay, yeah, they got a show.
On Zeus.
On Zeus.
Yeah.
You
That's
too.
what you see.
Never heard of that shit.
Never heard of it.
Zeus to you too. Nigga, God bless you. Cause Zoom type. Shit. But look, so what do y'all think? What do you think Chris Brown's goal is right here, Memory? Is he trying to call out hypocrites or more, or is he like, hey, forgive me for my past? What do you think his mission is with that rant that he did?
I feel like I kind of understand that he was trying to call out the industry for being hypocritical, but I feel like it put a big weight on him, and the eyes are back on him, because I'm like, my brother, before you go talking about other people's domestic disturbances and violent stuff, you need to chill out. I have forgotten about it, but now you like bringing it back to the surface. You were 17, you're 33.
No, people been going in on it. Like he did that song with Chloe Bailey, and that's where this started from. Because Chloe Bailey, she's with Beyonce, new hot artist, and he got a new song with her. And people start calling like, oh, why you doing the song with the woman beater? Or do you know he beat women? Like that's been the vibe in the comments and the chat, the shade room, on the video, like everything. Like people just, that's what they going at her for doing a record with him and calling him a woman.
So basically he responded to some comments on the internet that he probably shouldn't have responded to.
And artist. It was an artist. What's the girl? Kylie Williams.
The choo-choo train.
He called it a choo-choo train. So he responded to Kylie Williams, and then after that, he responded to everybody. He was in.
Is he wrong? Is he wrong for shaming her for getting a train ran on her? Cause what's the girl from hold on, Mark. What's the girl from Baby Boy? She said when she turned 50, she had 3 men knock her out.
It was two.
Well, 2, 3. I mean, how many?
Once is more than one. Does it count? Doesn't really matter. Once is more than one.
Yeah, that's what I would say, man. I'm not gonna say how many do it take to, whatever.
If I was Chris Brown's PR manager, I would tell him not to have released anything. Like, don't say nothing. It doesn't matter that people are coming at him after the song and calling him a man beater, because
just ignore the noise like you've been doing it.
Ignore the noise like you've been doing, because what people don't understand, but him of all people should understand, like I said earlier, it's a perception thing. That's why you hear me say, I don't know what happened in that car. And when I say that, I don't mean that women deserve to be beaten depending on conditions, but I'm just saying literally they could have been a little Blueface and Krishan. We don't know their relationship beyond anything but the events that took place that night when we saw Rihanna's picture, and the public perception was that Chris Brown was a woman beater. Now you can never, and the other issue that happened during that time was him and his team never got in front of that. Once again, I'm saying this honestly, saying like there is no excuse to put your hands on a woman, but I think like if they got in front of it or got ahead of it and came out and say, listen, this has been a tumultuous relationship, would they be mutually fighting? Or
they went on Larry King. He went on Larry King with his mama, and he basically
after the fire though, like they were quiet for a long time, so everyone automatically empathized.
They had a court case. He couldn't talk about it. Remember, he got put on probation behind that.
Even though he had money to kind of try and do some kind of PR work and get ahead of it, because Rihanna got the limelight. That's why everyone was the situation was empathy on Rihanna, and he automatically became a female beater. So, but perhaps it's not. Maybe it was a one-time incident. I don't know, but it's not excusable. But what I'm saying is maybe that wasn't his character, right? To define who he is in his whole entire lifetime, that one event. But the thing was, you are out here entertaining this. You should be the last person talking. Like, don't even mention this stuff, because no matter how he tries to come off now, you're still not going to sound right. And you can't compare yourself or your situation to Krishan and Blueface, because most of us look at it like this is a toxic relationship. To me, it's unacceptable. I don't know what the heck is going on watching a man and a woman fight, but I guess if it's mutual combat, it's mutual combat. I don't know.
You never seen Love and Hip Hop?
No.
You never seen The Real Housewives?
I watched. I don't
seen
see
clips of The Real
I don't see
Housewives.
them letting men beat on women. I remember they sat there and let that girl. I've seen
men and women fight.
Let me answer your question. I saw it was Love. It was like Marriage Boot Camp or some shit like that, or one of those. hip hop boot camps for relationships, and Tahiri, Joe Budden, is grabbed the apple off the table, threw it, hit Vado in the face. Bam! Grabbed another apple, grabbed it off the table. Not underhanded neither. Not like she tossing it to him like, hey, baby, want a snack? I mean, she throwing that shit like Roger Clemens, nigga. Bang! Hit him again in the face. He jumps up like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yo, I'll break your fucking neck, yo. You know what I'm saying? And he grabs somebody like her shoulders or a collar, kind of by the neck region, maybe by the neck, I don't know. They kicked his ass out the house. They sent him home. They was like, we don't do no violence, blah, blah, got him out of there. But everybody just sat there while she just launched these damn apples. Nice ripe green apples, too. The green brighter than Brandon's.
Granny Smiths.
Yeah. The green brighter than the big on Brandon's apple. I mean, bam, hit him in the face. Boom, hit him again. He was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, yo? They kicked him out the house. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But so I get what Brandon's saying. Violence, domestic violence, unfortunately, is very normalized in this society. But it wasn't normalized like this back when Chris Brown, like when we see how bad it can really get. Now it's a problem.
Bro, we grew up watching Jerry Springer, and we didn't even know that shit was staged. But that's what we grew up watching. We grew up watching Jerry Springer and people fight and get drug apart in a culture of violence. So we can't just sit and act as though this not something we can't act like this something new on TV. It may be more graphic. It may be more graphic and more detailed, but we've been watching this shit since the 90s, and this just been the culture.
Actually, it's before that. Remember the honeymooners?
Right.
Alice, see you over the moon. Hey, look, Sanford and Esther was always about to fight. You know what I'm saying? Yo, act like he about to hit her sometime. Like it's always been normalized. Look, Harlem Nights, quick, and old girl had a whole fight, and it was funny. It ends with him shooting her in the pinky toe. That's one of the most iconic scenes in the movie. People be like, "Oh, so now you want to shoot me in my pinky toe?" He said, "I'll blow that crusty motherfucker right on." And Eddie Murphy shoots the woman in the foot. We see violence against women. I was watching The Woman King today. I was like, damn, they gonna show him killing the women right here in the fight. Damn, all right. Wow. So
I don't know if I would say like domestic violence is being normalized. I think like just public consensus and perception and human reaction is when you see a man and a woman fight. Because I'm thinking like even if the cops came out for both men and women combat, no one really gets, I don't know. Like, it's not like, oh, you got more scratches than the other. If you both have scratches, I think they handle it accordingly. Mm-hmm. But I think the public has a problem when they see a woman that's been beat up and there's a story off this that, like Rihanna, with Rihanna was a picture. She had all blood marks on her face and everything. So automatically, and we knew she was with Chris Brown. So automatically, we're like, oh my God. He's a woman beater, so nobody likes her. Nobody, well, Ike Turner, but nobody likes a woman beater. You know, nobody. Like people, it's like people don't like pedos. People don't like women beaters. But when you see mutual combat, like I think
we gotta stop calling it mutual combat. This is not an organized fight.
What I'm just saying is when you see two people,
this is a 6 foot plus dude punching the shit out of a smaller woman.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
and
like
she grabbing bottles, knocking the fuck out of him, or walking up to him and just hitting him square in his damn jaw.
Man, you get into mutual combat on the street, people gonna say, "What man? What's going on? Why y'all brothers fighting on the street?" And cops gonna probably take both our ass to jail.
Somebody gonna come, yeah. Somebody, yeah. If they see two Negroes on the street, yeah, somebody coming. Somebody coming.
Now, whether both of us don't press charges or not, that's all another thing. But in domestic violence situations, some states, the state and people pick it up, whether you want to or not. I just want to say this too. If Rihanna can forgive Chris Brown and move on, shouldn't the public do the same? Because she is the victim. And
right,
they perform together. They don't did songs, videos together.
She went back. Remember?
I don't know about all of that. I just know
she went back. No, they started dating again. Nah, Mark, I'm not making this up, bro. They actually started dating again after that. Remember, she went back to Chris and then started dating Drake after that.
Like that, and I just remember people saying it was a bad look. like for her like to be with this guy.
But
You know,
she did though.
violence look bad. I remember vaguely that. I don't know if they were dating. I just know they were spotted together. How about that? I don't know if they were fucking, but I know they were spotted together. And the Drake shit happened, and then
So if you see, so if you hold on, Mark. So you think if Rihanna and Chris Brown, if they somewhere spotted together, that's like Tory Lanez and Megan, they were spotted together. What's she going Good Morning America say?
I did not have sexual relations with that man. That's what she said. I spotted with an ex before, and I wasn't sleeping with him. So I'm just saying, and I didn't even beat her up, and then we weren't sleeping together. You get what I'm saying? I'm being serious. Rachel said, "Me and Donito listening to Senior. My heart is breaking." Yeah, man. This check it out. After I end this one, I'm gonna clip that up and try to make that a whole clip so people can hear the whole thing. So that was my point though. Like, forgot my point.
Yeah, I think domestic violence get a bad rap depending on how they frame it, especially when it comes to the black man. Like Ike Turner didn't get that rap into that movie, but when that movie came out, man, they start acting like he wasn't one of the architects of rock and roll. They made that man seem real bad, and I just think Ike Turner get a bad rap. I think Ike Turner, just studying his music and watching, I actually like Ike Turner. I just think he get a bad rap, so I think we should clear.
You think he get a bad rap? He was putting a pause on freaking Tina Turner. Are you crazy? He
No,
should
no,
get
no,
a
no.
bad rap. He
Girl
should.
behind the mic.
This is a point. I know you want to separate the artist from the beast.
No, I don't. I just want to tell because he got a video. He tell his side. So
what's his side? He was putting the pause on this woman. She was an abused, battered woman. And the thing is, what you're saying is, when it came out, people wanted to, come against Ike Turner. Yeah, because a movie actually showed us what was happening. We didn't know for the most part. I don't know. I know I didn't know. I didn't know. All I know is I knew Tina Turner sang and was with Ike Turner, but I don't know. Maybe you guys knew the ins and outs, but I think most of the public did not know, unless if you were close to that circle, that Ike was abusive. But the movie showed a life, or it's a depiction. I get what movies do. It's a depiction of the life. Was it really that bad, or was it really less? I don't know, but it was a depiction of true events in which Tina Turner herself speaks of with the abuse. So yeah, he should get a bad rap for
the same thing. But that's the same thing you saying about Chris Brown, that you don't know what happened. That it's only one sided. That movie was only told from Tina Turner's perspective. So if you gonna say that about Chris Brown,
Turner was married to Ike Turner for how long? Chris Brown's event was one night. That's why I said I don't know what happened in that car that night.
And you don't know what happened in their marriage at all until a movie told you.
Yeah, but because she told her side of the story and she was a battered wife, there is no excuse.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm telling you is I'm not taking a position either or. But what I'm saying, if you're using the logic that Chris Brown, that happened one time and we don't really know the ins and outs of it. Well, we don't know the ins and outs of their marriage. How we know Tina Turner wasn't fighting back? We seen the scene where she was beating him with the boot. Could that have happened more often? I'm not excusing them
because he was beating her.
And I possibly do. And I really do believe that Ike Turner could have been an abusive man. But what I'm saying is the way the movie characterized him is that summed him up is that all he was, and it made a real villain out of him. Especially being a black man put on screen, because they could have over exaggerated a lot of that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Out of his own actions. Listen, here's the thing that I'm trying to say.
And after this, I got a call, y'all.
Here's the thing that I'm trying to elaborate on. Okay. There are women out here that instigate stuff, that will poke something, to poke a bear, that will put somebody in a predicament, which I always say men should always walk away. I get we've talked about that. But what I'm saying is ain't no way in all those years that Ike Turner was married to Tina Turner, she was poking the bear like that. He was abusive towards her. When it comes to Chris Brown's 24-hour day event that night, what I'm saying is the same, is the different is we don't know what happened in the car, but I'd say it doesn't mean that Rihanna was supposed to get beat. What we know is we just know what we saw, which was the perception of the aftermath. What happened to Rihanna is what I'm saying in a day's event. But in a marriage of all those years, all them children later, you saying that Tina Turner was the one who was probably poking the bear. He was abusive. The man was abusive. He deserves everything he got.
You say you got a call, Mark. I want to rebut that, but go ahead with your call.
Go ahead, Deuce.
Okay, I got 2 points. First point.
What's up, big dog? How you feel?
What up,
What's
Deuce?
up, folks? How y'all doing?
Go ahead, man.
Friday. What's up, my sister? How you
Shout
doing?
out to my FBA brother.
Hey, how about you? Right. My African diaspora sisters. That's what's up. Hey, first point was Tina and Ike refuted that movie, said they took liberties. Some of those things were extreme, especially the race scene. And with other parts they were saying the film directors took extra liberty and made a dramatization of it. Both of them said that. And second of all, let's not forget the fact that Jay-Z, how big of a factor that Jay-Z was in this whole little Chris Brown blackball. Because Jay-Z was actually mad that Chris Brown took her from him, took Rihanna from Jay-Z, whatever. So all the little backlash that Chris Brown was getting was all created by the Rockefeller propaganda screen. Well, Def Jam or Universal, basically. But they all put the blackball, the little scarlet letter on Chris Brown. And you're still fighting that thing to the day. They don't let him do the Michael Jackson celebration. Because Jay-Z still blocking them. So, you know what I mean? Let's not get past that part.
Okay, you said you had 2 points.
I made them both.
Oh, okay.
I talked about Ike and Tina saying they took the extra lip movie and Jay-Z part.
So do you believe Chris Brown is right? At, I guess quote unquote, I guess you would say exposing the industry and being hypocrites. He's like, look, this happened one time 16 years ago. This guy, y'all letting all these people slide. Y'all letting this dude right here. Y'all tune into this shit. Y'all call it entertainment. My shit happened one time 16 years ago. And y'all still won't let me live it down. I'm almost 40.
It's because of Jay-Z. Yeah, it's because of Jay-Z, bro. All this bad press he getting is from Jay-Z. He's still putting the flyers out, making sure he don't get no shine. So I do agree with Chris Brown. He might as well just say Jay-Z. See how far that gets him.
Well, he addressed the person direct who he was talking about. He was talking about Kylie Williams and he named the celebrities. Oh, but he was speaking to Cole. He said, y'all don't say nothing about them because they're y'all friends. You think he's talking about Jay-Z when he says that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure. Anybody got anything for Deuce before I go back to the panel? All right, cool. I appreciate you, Deuce. Thanks for pulling up.
All right, folks. Thanks.
My man. All right, go ahead. Brandon, you said you had something you want to rebut.
Yeah, from what I understand, girl behind the mic, Chris Brown, that Rihanna thing wasn't an isolated incident. I believe from what I understand, if I remember correctly, he talked, I think on Larry King about Rihanna being abusive to him, and that wasn't their first time getting into like a tussle or a fight. It just escalated more. I think he even talked about it happening at his mother's house or something like that once before. So that wasn't an isolated incident between him and Rihanna, if I remember correctly.
And so here's the thing, right? What I think, and it's my sole opinion. I always have to preface this because somebody's gonna think pro domestic violence, and I've always said this. My stance stays the same. There should never be a time a man puts his hands on a woman. But I understand what you're saying, Brandon, right? That's why I prefaced it at the start of the conversation and said, no one knows, or I don't know what happened in that car. Not that Rihanna deserved to get beat, because like I've said before, this could have been a little Blueface and Krishan couple for all we know. But here's the magic out of all of this. They could have been Blueface and Krishan of the time and day and era, right? Rihanna could have been Krishan times 10, right? The biggest thing is public perception. Rihanna and Chris Brown's debacle happened after the incident. We only saw one brutal side, which was Rihanna. Now, I feel like if we had been seeing Rihanna and Chris Brown sparring, like what's his name, Blueface and Krishan fighting, tussling, rolling over in public in the backstage somewhere, then people would have had a different perception. They wouldn't have dubbed him a woman beater. It would have been another toxic relationship that's being played, that's playing out in the public eyes, and these two are crazy. They're toxic as F. But the main ingredient is that Chris Brown's incident did not play out in the public, and there was only one person that looked bad, and there's a victim at the end of that. So that's what happened there. And that's what's happening with Blueface and Krishan. People are not so empathetical to them because they're like, well, she has a mouth, she has hands, she's put. I mean, there's literally shorts and videos out here of them fighting each other. Like, I've never seen that in real life. Like, I'm like, what the heck is going on? I mean, my parents used to fight, but what I'm saying is a young couple like this, like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know what this relationship is about.
But girl behind the mic, what I'm saying is that you are right. It's based on public perception because that's the correlation I was trying to make with Ike Turner. If you interchange what you said with Chris Brown with Ike Turner, it fits because we only saw one side. We never got to see, and Ike Turner denied that that was his behavior, and because what if they were the Krishan and Blueface of their time? What if they were what Chris Brown? You see what I'm saying? I just don't think it's fair because you have other accounts of people saying that were around it saying Ike Turner didn't do or behave like Tina said. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying that it could be both interchanged. I'm just saying that we wasn't there. We don't have video. We don't have really accurate accounts other than what she said, who was there, and he said he was there. He said that wasn't his behavior. He never said that he didn't hit Tina Turner. It's video of him. I shouldn't say this, but this video of him with his new wife saying that he hit Tina Turner, and I'm just gonna go. That's just far as I'm gonna go with that.
Tina Turner's background dancers, some of them had said that Ike was putting the pause on Tina. So to me, it's still two different cases. It's still two different cases. Ike doesn't look good. He still does not look good because Tina Turner's background dancers are people that have spoken out on the abuse they saw.
Now, girl behind the mic, can I ask you a question? In some cases in domestic violence, do you know that it could be women? Have you ever heard of a case where women or no women that kind of like it, that women that want to be, that feel like that they want kind of action with their man like that's not saying abuse, but they feel like, that's part of being in a relationship to go through to fight and to go through things like that. Can that be perceived as normal?
You're talking about Krishan, right? You're talking about Krishan and Blueface.
No. Are there women? Okay, in certain cases, do you believe that in certain domestic cases, like I'll be honest, like in the video, Ike Turner said that Tina Turner liked it.
No. She got used because she had no way out. Come on, let's not say that.
I'm trying to set.
But yeah, I want to get in after this too,
yes,
man.
Go ahead, Mark, because I'm trying to set the stage. Go ahead.
No, I want you to finish, Kyle. I think I might know where you're going, but I don't want to jump the gun.
Yeah, no, you do. I don't want to say it, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you the host. I'm gonna let you. I don't want to say it, man. It's gonna be.
I don't know what you was gonna just say it.
But okay. He said she liked it. And that was her way of wanting his attention. He said that she'd be walking around with a sad attitude, and that he'll just smack her a little bit. Come here, Tina. Well, he said anime. Come here, anime. He just smack her, and she just be so happy and loving. And hey, Ike. And he said as soon as that he just set her straight. That's all she needed.
Yeah, you're right. I should have went first. Damn.
I told you to go first.
Girl behind the mic, I should have went first. Huh?
I told you to go first.
I am home for a reason. What the hell?
I tried to tell you.
Somebody come look at this.
I tried to tell you to go first. That's what he said in the video.
Somebody come look at this shit.
Brandon, you're gonna get canceled on your own.
I turned and said that.
I ain't never heard him say that.
Pull up the video, Marcus, on YouTube. I swear to God.
I need to find it. Find
it. You'll find it in 2 seconds. I ain't gonna lie, it's funny as hell, bro. To see him describe it.
I turned an interview about here we go. He said 2 seconds.
So because Ike Turner said Tina Turner liked it, it makes it okay for her to get pummeled, is what you're saying.
No. I don't believe. Listen, I do believe it's some truth in what he said as far as the way that climate was and that behavior, that that may be a way because of they twisted relationship that
like
she,
Blueface and Krishan. If we was to
right
hear
that
that
he would get right that he would get her attention like
because
that.
she,
I don't
like,
think that man was lying.
hey, look, like, because on the flip side, that's all I was trying to say too. Like, when it comes to Blueface and Krishan, girl behind the mic, she was like, well, you see them rolling around fighting, blah, blah, blah. People like, all right, well, that's mutual combat. What was the term you used? Was that
mutual combat? I think that's how the public is receiving it, and that's why they don't receive backlash.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got the term right. Now, some would say that mutual combat is like that because this woman is fighting the fucking man who's always hitting on her, so she got to fight back. You get what I'm saying? She's not a Tina Turner. She can't go out there and keep singing and do Rolling on the River. This her milk. You know what I'm saying?
The problem with that narrative.
Let me finish. I've been quiet for quite some time. So I just want to say that rolling around fighting, sometimes I'm rolling around fighting because I'm fighting for my life. Like, damn, like, but yeah, we do make up, but that wasn't that limo scene with Tina is the same shit we see with Blueface and them all the time. That shit is toxic. That shit is dangerous. Somebody can get seriously hurt, killed, and if they bring in a child involved, makes it even worse. I'm just saying, when I see a man fighting a woman or a woman fighting a man back, I've seen it. I don't look at it like as mutual combat. Maybe because I'm a man too, though. That to me is never no mutual combat type shit. Now, have I seen some women beat up a dude? Absolutely. And it's kind of some of the saddest shit you ever see too, seeing a man get his ass whooped by a woman. Especially a little small, frail man getting beat by a big woman too. Like, I've seen that too. And I was like, oh, she got so much meat on them too. Like,
Mark, you ain't never been with a woman that didn't question why you didn't beat her, didn't like that you wasn't physical with her, maybe you didn't wrestle with her enough, or she'll push you or touch you. You ain't never been with a woman like that.
I've been with a woman who was physical and was violent. Very young though. I was like in high school. And like her ex-boyfriend used to beat on her though. That's how I got with her. Cause I worked with her mom. Had one of them programs where I was working after school, and she thought my name was something else. I was like, yeah, my name is Q. And she was like, okay, don't you know my daughter? Blah blah blah. I'm like, no. So she was like, you know him, but she put me on the phone with her. I heard her voice. I was like, I don't know you, but we can trade numbers. You know what I'm saying? Get to know you. Kind of found out her mom was really just trying to hook her up because she had just had a baby, and the ex-boyfriend was abusive. And she probably was in like 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like 10th grade. And I was in like 11th grade at the time. You know what I'm saying? She a mama. Boyfriend beating her ass. I ended up knowing the dude. But I as we were dating, and it lasted for a little bit, but and we still cool to this day, but she used to do little physical shit sometimes in a relationship. And I was like, yo, I only play like that, yo. What you on? But she was so used to it because of their relationship. So, yes, Brandon, to answer your question, did I? But other than that, no. It wasn't like I need you to do this so I feel like you love me or nothing. I never dealt with abusive relationship. I don't like wild, crazy ghetto girls like that. Like, look, I look for signs and symptoms of ratchetness early in a relationship. I'm like, oh yeah, she liable to cuss me out in a crowded restaurant. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I look at how she talked to her mom, how she talked to her kids, how she talked to her brothers and sisters, how she treat the people at the restaurant, you know, early on in the relationship. How she talking to me, I'm like, oh, yeah, you might do some ratchet shit. I might have to slap shit out you. Let me get the fuck away from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good judge of character. Pittsburgh T, what up?
Can I just defend my mutual combat real quick? Hi, Pittsburgh T.
We ain't at war. You ain't nothing.
No, because while I have the thought in my mind, when I say mutual combat, when I talk about Blueface and Krishan, it's footage. Literally, you could just put it in YouTube search engine, Blueface and Krishan fights, where she is jumping up and jabbing at this tall nigga, boxing, beating him up, and he trying to hold her back and all this other stuff, and they're tussling. Am I saying that she still deserves to get beat by him? No. But what I'm saying, because I know your sentiment was like, what if she's trying to fight him off? There's literal footage of her attacking this man. And this man in certain points, trying to hold a short self back, grabbing her hands and stuff like that, falling on the ground and tussling. So that's why I referred to Blueface and Krishan as mutual combat, because
at this point, he's hitting back. We don't know what started. What came first, the chicken or the egg, though?
The footage
already hitting him how many years had he been hitting her first?
The footage that's out there for the public perception is her putting the pause, and that's what I keep referring to is the public perception.
What's the first video that came out? Him being her, him.
There's so many footages out there with them tussling
with the Cardi B footages.
With footages, there's so much footage out there with him, with them tussling, with her attacking him, with him attacking her. So it's that's why I call it mutual combat, because it's true. You're saying we don't know which came first, but you do see equal people, no matter how the video, what time the video started getting recorded.
But I do know why he stayed with her, though. I know why he stayed with her.
It's two people. I just want to really say this. I know Pittsburgh T's here, but that's what I wanted to say, why I keep calling it mutual combat. And I still feel like it's different from Ike Turner and Tina Turner. We did say that it was a movie, there was dramatization, and there's that limousine scene. But here's what I wanted to say about that real quick.
Yeah, and we gotta let Pittsburgh T get
right. But I was in a domestic abusive relationship. The last day that I saw the man, he was 6'3", I'm 5'3", and I had gone over there to get my items. I had gone over there to get my items, but before I went to get my items, all my stuff that was over at his house, I actually went to the police station to see if I could get a police officer to go with me, but they didn't have any officers. So I took the chance, which now I learned that materialistic stuff is not worth your life. My point being, when I got there, he went by the door. He was not going to let me out. And I knew it was my life or his life. I grabbed the nearest, sharpest thing I could find for the first time that I'd been in this abusive relationship and never fought back. And I grabbed a pair of scissors and I fought for my life. I literally ran out tussling. We tussled on the ground because I thought if I had the scissors and I said, leave me alone, get away from the door. I need to leave. He says, you're not going nowhere. I knew we was about to die. Like, I was going to die. He's going to die. I don't know. I was scared, but I had the scissors and we tussled and tussled. My goal wasn't to stab him, and I never did. But tussling with a sharp object, I got up off of him. I still have my car keys. My freaking flip-flops came off, grabbed the door and ran to my car. So if somebody was to take a highlight of my life there and then, like Tina Turner's limousine movie, you would say, oh, well, you guys were fighting. No, I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life. Tina Turner, that might have been the last moment she fought for her life, or the first moment she fought for her life. And after that, even in the movie, you see that she went to that hotel and decided to leave Ike and go on about her business. I yield my time.
Go ahead, Pittsburgh T.
Salute to everybody on the panel. I think we're talking about a serious issue. As far as domestic violence go and Chris Brown, I think it showed, to me, it just, my personal opinion, I just think it shows a lack of maturity for Chris Brown to even bring this up. I think at some point, we've all been in a situation where we've been completely right, but it does you no good to bring things back up and try to blame things on people. Because when you're in relationships, you chose that person. Nobody placed you. We're not in a third world country where somebody places you with somebody. And a lot of times people see signs and they stay in a relationship, and after everything is said and over, then the fingers pointing start coming out and the deflection and all that stuff happens. I think at some point, most mature people, they show growth and they move forward and they find out where they made a fault in either case, because there are women that are very fucking aggressive. I've seen women, not no 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds, grown as I know of a woman from a family friend where I've been at a party where she just jumped on the dude, jumped on him, beat him up, and they left. Ain't nobody took her the phone to call the police. Everybody just looked crazy, tried to act like they ain't see nothing. They went on about their business. And that went on forever, and they're still together. So, but that dude knew that going in. I'm pretty sure it amplified up to that point. In the same way on the other end, there's women that be in those situations that don't leave. Not pointing blame on anybody, but the situation that you're in when you're in that situation. I just think once you're out of those situations, you have to have a point of reflection where you can figure out what did you do wrong so you don't have to be in that situation again. Because nobody deserves to be in domestic violence. And as far as Chris Brown, the feminist group that he's right now, the cancel culture and the feminist group that we have right now, there's no way that he could have possibly think there was anything that he could have said to Girl Behind the Mic's point that was going to make him show in a good light. Mm-hmm. There was just nothing he was going to say that was going to make him look good. And I don't see what he had to gain by saying anything about that. It just didn't make any sense to me. It just shows a lack of maturity. I yield the floor to you.
Oh yeah. All right. Anybody got anything else?
No, I think I think that was it for me. Basically, I want to, man, Mark, not to be funny, but can you pull up the Ike video so you can see what I saw?
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to figure out which one you saw because I'm trying to get right to it.
He's sitting down in a chair, I believe.
One of them is like 4. It's a lot of them, bro. Let me see. I can share the screen. Let me share the screen. It's a lot of them, though.
And you probably could fast forward to the part. But he speaks about it. He talks about,
Okay, Roseanne.
It's that one. It's that one. That one right there.
The top one?
Yeah, it's that one.
Okay, boom. Okay, let me see.
I believe it's that one. Yeah. Listen to this girl behind the mic. Tell me what you think.
Let me cover the screen a little bit, though. So
you probably never heard Ike Turner talk before.
Have she? I don't know. Ask her.
No.
She said I put a job on it. If you have all of this, if you look,
putting a burning cigarette to her lips on a regular basis for 16 years, with everything from shoes to coat hangers. Once putting a.
They can play the scene from the restaurant when he just goes off in the scene in the restaurant.
Ike, I want to read something from the May issue of Vanity Fair. It says, quote, Ike Turner struck Tina on a regular basis for 16 years. With everything from shoes to coat hangers, once putting a burning cigarette to her lips.
Okay, I can stop you. I know where you're going. Okay, with all of this, if you look at Tina, you see any of those scars? She said I broke her jawbone. If you ask a doctor can tell you, if I broke her jaw, no way is she going on stage.
You admit that you have slapped Tina before, but why, Ike?
She would be walking around looking sad, with a lip drop, and I keep asking her, and what is the matter with you? What's wrong? And it's always nothing. And it would go on for a day or two till finally, when the don't you? And then this is where I was slapped.
Son. Now look, I'm not laughing at the domestic violence.
No,
I'm laughing at his delivery. He said,
right.
We ain't gonna never get a deal, man.
Go back to how you say she be looking, how she be smiling. He be like, "What's wrong?" He nothing.
What's the matter with you? What's wrong? And it's always nothing.
Pittsburgh T, this ain't funny, man. This somebody
they got the perfect character to play him. I tell you that. That's his vernacular.
That's him. Keep going, Mark.
Here we go. Let's go.
And it would go on for a day or two till finally, when the
he said it. He said it would go on for a day. Even then, like, bro, he trying to justify this shit. Like, it would go on for a couple of days. Then finally, yo, this freeze frame of this smile, son. I'm sorry. Let me get this. I'm sorry. I ain't shit for this, man. This man is dead, man. I'm sorry. Oh Lord, but I got a show to do. I got a job.
Want a little bit more.
Nah, Brandon, I got to get this off and move forward, man. I got to move forward. I can't move forward no more.
But look at Chad. Look at Chad Johnson. Chad.
Hold on. Let me get this off. Hold on.
Okay, good.
And don't you? And then this is where I would slap her or something. Then she would change her mood or attitude or something.
Of course, she don't change the mood.
She be looking. She be like, okay,
Of course, she gonna change her mood and her attitude right then. You don't slap the shit out of her. I'm gonna just do it at you. This ain't. He's justifying this weird. Let me play some more of this shit.
What I do to my mother.
Rape.
That's another lie.
After a while, making love to you was like rape.
That's another lie. That chick, I swear, boy, they ain't missing no hole. Look, I had there are very few Ikettes that I had that I didn't go with. If it's anything, man, I never even had time. I wanted to make love at home. I mean, unless it was too good that I don't.
Do you ever regret anything that happened between you and Tina?
No, but I don't see why I should be put down on whatever I did for 18 years that we were together, man. It fed us, it slept us, it raised our kids, it put them through school, it did whatever we did. And so I don't know how all of this could have been bad, man.
Whoa. My man said, how can this be bad? He said, man, I got y'all living the life, fed you, I clothed you, put the kids through school. I did the right thing.
Look, bro, you got that picture.
Hold up. Let me play this part right here because I ain't never seen this interview before. So this is a live reaction for me. I ain't never seen this before. So now Ike look like he's about to watch a scene from the movie of him going off on Tina. Have y'all ever seen this before, Pittsburgh T?
I never seen it. I never even heard the man talk before.
This is one of my favorite interviews.
Girl behind the mic. This new news to you. Anybody else? Is this new
news? This new news to me too.
Okay. Let's play some more of this.
Right now, that's a lie.
I need to sample that.
Hold up, Mark. Pause. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I'm feeling sad, I watch this interview, bro. This is one of my favorite interviews. I'm sorry. I ain't shit, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. I watched this and I watched the Charlemagne Webby drop where he tried to spell when he tried to say get him a drop. That's when I'm feeling down.
Okay.
I just need a rest.
She's quite ill, and I'm not releasing her for at least another 3 weeks. Oh, no.
I need you to get out on that stage right now.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. He sound like you, Brian Washington. That's what you sound like. That's not true. False.
That's an outright lie right there. When my son was born,
I need to sample that. That need to be in his drop right there. That's a lie. That's an outright lie right there.
I was not there. I had nothing to do with her going back on stage. She got out of bed and jumped on this girl because this girl was turning tricks saying she was Tina Turner. Tina didn't want to be known as like she was no hooker. And Tina whooped the girl up and she went on and did on stage. I think maybe my son was a day old or something. And she went back on stage. But no, these are things I admire. But see, they making it nasty. Like
he said, that's the thing I admire.
Oh man.
He said, bro, he sounds like he's telling the truth. It sounds so authentic. Like
I told you.
Like this. He don't sound like he's guarded, like he's zero media training. My man was like, all right, so look. No. It was a girl out there and like she was Tina Turner, she was turning tricks. So I just, Tina jumped out of bed, whooped the ass, you know what I'm saying? Like she, I don't want people to think about it turning tricks. Did you got with my name beat your ass and shit. Since I'm out here anyway, might as well go do a song or two. You're like, that's what I admire about it. She was a real ass bitch.
What up?
Oh my God, man. How did we get here? From Mike Williams Sr. saying Roy Jones ain't shit to Ike Turner saying she wanted it, man. Okay, let me get some more of this off. I gotta get.
I made her go back on stage. But no, these are things I admire. But see, they making it nasty. Like I made her go back on stage.
Hallelujah.
Well,
that's the biggest lie in the world. There's nothing in the world that she didn't have. But no, what I'm talking about. Tina. I've told Tina, hey, why don't you get your own bank account where you have to be come ask me blah 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 blah. She said, nope, I don't want to mess with your money. I said, it's not my money, it's our money.
Can't get away from me, and I'm in here.
do you love Tina? Do you still love
I love her, but I don't like her at all. And I don't even know. Whether it was, I love Anime Bullock, the one I knew. I don't know this woman I see now. I don't like, I don't love, I don't want no part. She is like a devil or something, man. I don't know what she is, man. It's not the one I know.
Damn.
Not Tina. And then I'm gonna have I'm gonna be Ike, not
another Tina Ike?
No, this time it's gonna be Ike, not Tina. And then I'm gonna have I would have girls, 3 girls that do the dancing and both sing, the Ikeettes.
And his companion Jeanette.
Oh hell no, Jeanette, you ain't gonna work right here. Y'all want to see Jeanette? This is Jeanette.
Oh wow.
Both sing, the Ikeettes.
And his companion Jeanette.
You know that I've been waiting. Whatever I am inside.
She trying, ain't she?
Man, y'all better put some respect on goddamn Big Ike Turner name. Shit. Told you.
Okay. Wow. Panel chat. What y'all think of the Ike Turner explosive interview right there? Wow.
But that's like James Brown when he did his last couple of interviews before he passed. Like James Brown, if you ever listen to some of those interviews he did, like the most infamous one he had where he was talking about somebody. Somebody was interviewing him and it got uncomfortable for him. They asked him something, I forgot what it was exactly, but the quote was that let's talk about music. Fuck that, let's talk about music. That's what he tried to pivot to. But like his vernacular and the way he talked, it wasn't that great. But that man had so many hits, so it was ridiculous. But you could tell, like a girl behind the mic is saying, he didn't have no damn media training, and you could tell what he was telling you was very authentic. It's just that's what he was. So I can't. I'm not going to discount what he's saying. I don't know. I wasn't there, and I wanted to bring up that Chad Johnson situation where we seen the lady that he had the incident when she was on those housewife shows, being very fucking aggressive, jumping out, fighting with other women, and we don't know what happened in that situation. We can only speculate. We have no idea what happened. But we did see that woman on camera being very fucking aggressive in a lot of those situations on that show that she.
And I think that's like the biggest difference, right? Like watching this Ike Turner interview to me is no accountability. No woman says they want to get beat so that they could feel better, or that's what they desire. And unless you're into dominatrix and it's in the bedroom, and that's still a different type of beating. So no, I'm not buying that.
Girl behind the mic, what's the difference? I mean, not saying
dominatrix is not abusive. It's lashing. It's slapping. It's not punching and iron hangers. And
hold on. So
all this other stuff.
Wait, do you think women?
No, women don't want to get beat.
Wait, hold on. Just follow me. Do you think dominatrix is an alternate form of domestic violence, only just sexually?
Dominatrix is two consenting adults. It's a sexual act. It's a sexual practice. And when done correctly, it's got nothing to do with abuse. So, no, I don't believe that. That man, yeah, he was on drugs for a long time, and you could tell. Because that's the thing. No, take a care. Listen, Ike might have a legacy behind.
Was on drugs too.
Okay, but she wasn't beating him. I mean, she wasn't, abusive to him all those 18 years. Here's the thing. Ike Turner might have a legacy if he was man enough to take accountability. It's the same principle with Chris Brown.
Ike Turner in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He can be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but everybody's got a sore taste. Most people have a sore taste in their mouth about Ike Turner, and his legacy is a woman beater. Now, that Chris Brown with those 24-hour events that happened that day, and when he came out now, what he should have done for himself is take accountability, or not. Don't say anything, or just be like, let me tell you something. People love a good comeback kid. They do. Every time, people are always rooting for the underdog. So if Chris Brown came out and people were attacking him left and right, and all he had to say, if he couldn't hold his mouth and not say anything, is just say, hey, listen, I was 17. I didn't know any better. I want to be honest with you guys. I have learned so much over the years. I'm 33. I know now in 33 years that I should never put my hands on a woman. I handle my relationships. Like, there's so much he could have said to really bring him back.
Yeah, he should have let his. It sounds like you're saying he should have let his PR and his publicist.
He should have let his publicist handle it, because exactly, if he couldn't be quiet, he could have said something that could have really propelled this song that he has coming out, and then maybe his career has been decent, and maybe just kept him steady flow instead of people now like, oh, really? That's the best you got?
Nah, he been putting out garbage music though, sis. We gotta. I mean, that auto-tune shit is ridiculous. I don't even know if he can sing no more. I think that crack. Anyway, back to Ike. I think before Ike Turner was not known as a woman beater before a propaganda movie came out based on Tina Turner's book. So that's not true. He was known as
but wait a minute, Brandon. Let me ask you a question. Could it be both of you guys are right? Could it be that just during his era, maybe that wasn't considered domestic violence? Because remember, back in his time, we didn't have all the shit that we got now, where like if the police came and a man and woman got in a fight, they go talk to the man, and he might tell her, yeah, I kicked their ass, but she was getting out of control, and the cops will leave. Like, that wasn't really considered domestic violence back then. So
But
could
that's
it
what
be
I'm
really
saying.
that both of you guys are right?
That's true. But what I'm saying, before that propaganda movie came out, that they both admitted that they took liberties with, he wasn't known as that. He was known as a rock and roll icon who was one of the architects of rock and roll. So that the people emulated, and that's what got him into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on his own, not with Tina Turner. So that's what Ike Turner was known as before a movie was made about him and characterized him as a woman beater and over exaggerated a lot of things in that movie as well. Hollywood.
I just think both of y'all are right. I think it's an extreme. Movies always are overly extreme on either end. And then I think sometimes it's hard to figure out what the middle of that is, depending on who's telling it. And then I think it's the era too. So like what we consider even bullying. Look at bullying. What did we consider bullying when we went to school, and what they consider bullying now? Like the eras have a lot to do with that shit too. We're using those terms, like terms and the definitions and how they're defined. They're changed era to era. Some could say they get weaker, people get more sensitive, whatever the case may be. If you're like 60, how old was that man when he did the interview? Was he like 50 something, 50, 60-year-old man talking about his past experiences as a young man? Like, you know, that has to count for something too.
All right, let me get Centos up here. Centos, what up, bro?
Hey, Mark, give me a second. I'm switching my headset because I don't want to mess your audio up.
I respect
I got
you
my
for
earbud.
that. I respect you for that. Just fix it
All
before
right,
you
bro.
call. Yeah,
Give me
fix
just a
it.
second.
Yeah, you fix
All
it
right.
before you call next time. How
Hey,
you
your man had some cold earbuds.
I
What
don't
was
think
his
it's an
name?
error.
How you call me to tell me to and tell me to hold on? What kind of shit is this?
I don't think it's.
Man,
I don't think it's an error thing. It's a human thing. And Ike Turner was putting the pause on that woman. Any human being, even in 1800, 90, you know it's wrong to beat any other human being. Let alone is it wrong to beat your wife for 18 years with hangers and all this other stuff. But maybe his father was a beater too, and he didn't know no difference. But at some point in time, an abuser is an abuser is an abuser.
But if the cops come out and they tell you that you're not wrong, then how, in your mind, if the law came out and tells you you're not breaking the law, that's not domestic violence, right?
Well,
Would it be wrong for a person?
There's a difference between domestic violence law-wise and being an abuser. If you're raping and killing in the 1800s, you're still a person that's murdering. So they might not have had 30 years to life, but you're still a murderer. You know,
Yeah, but
so an
that's
abuser, he's an
different though.
abuser. He's an abuser. Even though domestic violence laws may not have been as strict or maybe not even there, but he was a woman abuser. He was beating his woman for 18 years. We cannot
But we don't
excuse his
know
behavior.
we don't know if he was beating it for 18 years. We know they were married for 18
Tina
years. We don't
Turner's
know that.
background. Have y'all read her book? Tina Turner's
I read her
background
book, but
dancers.
that's her
But you don't
version.
understand. He's
That's
right.
her
And
version.
sister,
Oh
you
my
talk
God!
about
Even
that
if he slapped her once, it's wrong. Like, are you gonna
in
defend
religion.
him?
We don't know if he was just beating her ass for 18 years, though.
Right.
That's what I'm
That's a fact.
saying. We don't know
Beating
that.
her. That's the problem. Beating her even one time in 18 years is a
Sis,
problem. The fact that people are
And
defending this
Centos,
is
you ready to get up?
amazing to me.
sis,
Amazing.
did you know that in Islam it is permitted in the Quran, they tell you that you can beat your wife?
Does this look like the Islam nation of the United States of
No,
America?
I'm just telling you. No, I'm just telling you how domestic violence and what we think and how it's changed and how it's perceived. Because I ain't
That's
never
a
hit.
religious
I'm not.
doctrine.
No, but I'm just. But what I'm trying to tell you, even what you said, Ike Turner may have experienced through his father, that was passed down. So that could be what you would call traditional as well.
No,
All
don't.
I'm talking about is traditions and perceptions and how society views these things and how it evolves. I'm not saying that that's accepted practice now because it's a hot debate over that verse. That's all I'm saying.
And
And
all
that
I'm
these
saying is he's
practices
where he's
were
at
accepted.
because he's morally bankrupt. That's all I'm saying.
But what if your religion tells you that and you follow your religion?
Is he
morally?
Islam? Was Ike Turner Muslim?
I don't know, but y'all gotta let somebody else get in too, man, because now it's just y'all two going back and forth. And I
Okay.
want to get this call respectfully, though, of course. Go to my boy Centos, and I think I got my boy Rock in the building. Go ahead, Centos.
What it do? What it do? What's up, home team?
What's up, my brother? How you feel?
Pretty good, man. I just got
I ain't talked to
released
you
by
since
the police.
to the Super Bowl.
Right. I appreciate that conversation with you that day too, man. We had a great time at the crib.
I know, man. It made my day to see y'all brothers out there hanging out, having a good time, man.
It was awesome, man. We talked to a couple. We talked to Reggie Owens as well.
Okay.
And a few others. But yeah, man. Sheldon Moore's a great dude. You know, we good friends, man, and we've been on both each other's end.
Yeah, I met both of y'all in real life, so that's always good too. Y'all good folks,
You know,
man.
it's been strong like that. But yeah, I just wanted to chime in. Great show, first of all. Let me say that, as you always do, Mark. And,
Man, you
shout
gotta
out to
rewind this
Brandon.
shit to the beginning, bro. When Mike Williams Jr. went off.
I was there, bro. I checked it all out. I just been driving.
Yeah.
I just been released by the police. I just got stopped.
What happened?
I was speeding. I'm guilty, but he liked me, so he let me go. So we good. so I can keep rolling. But anyway,
That's good, man. I'm glad nothing else happened. You know, could have went worse.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Depending
know,
on what mood they in, no matter how right you are, depending on what kind of mood he in.
Pittsburgh T know how important it is for us to keep our CDLs in order. So I slipped up, and it was my fault. But he let me roll. He just slowed me down. That's good. But anyway, I want to say shout out to Mike Williams Sr., man, for looking out for his son. I understand what he's saying. I agree with what he's talking about. And you got to look out for your child in those situations. But as far as this domestic violence situation that you guys are talking about, I don't condone it. And under no circumstances, I do think that these young women and young men that we're talking about have been violent to one another. I think we got the story about Chris Brown and Rihanna, but I know she apologized to him for some of the stuff he went through behind all that. So I think they were both violent to one another. However, as far as Tina Turner and Ike Turner, there's always two sides to every story when it comes down to the relationships. And then there's the third side, which is the truth. However, I think some of what Ike said was true, and I think a lot of what Tina said was true. I think the movie was over-exaggerated because they're going to always over-exaggerate movies based on some bios people put out because they want to make it exciting and want to make sure it sells. But I must tell you guys, I already heard about Ike Turner's physical abuse toward Tina Turner way before that movie came out. It was already out there. And I may have a little bit more vivid memory about this situation because we were, Tina Turner's from Tennessee. So a lot of news that came out about her in that situation, we got that stuff in Tennessee. But they were national people, of course, entertainers. But that information was out there. It just wasn't, we didn't have the internet, and it had been broadcasted on the movie screens around the nation at that point when we were hearing about it. So it's not that he was this iconic woman abuser. It was just that, yeah, they fought, they had domestic issues, and she, they had issues of going at it with each other, but at the same time, it was said that, back then there was chatter about him being abusive to her. That's just the way it was out there. I want to chime in on that. But other than that, man, because I know I hear what you guys are saying, but I'm not. The movie is not why people start saying that about him. It was said way before the movie. And shout out to you, Mark. Always doing a great job. Always keep us entertained most every weekend when I'm out here. I appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead, Rock, and then I'm going to have to land the plane on this one.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? First, I wanted to say domestic violence is wrong coming from the man, the woman, whether and abusive, toxic is wrong, verbally, physically, all that stuff. I tend to agree with the gentleman who said it's a thing. Now when you say it's about the era, it's not saying that it's right or wrong. It's just saying that, and this is to girl on the mic, he's just saying that it was understandable or it was accepted. Just like how slavery was accepted, but we knew slavery was wrong. You know what I mean? Men beating women at that time was accepted, even though people knew it was wrong. You know what I mean? They call the cops come out, talk to the man, they pull the man to the side. Don't even take the woman's story. They might take a story after they speak to the man, but 9 times out of 10 that man is not being brought out or brought to jail or whatnot. And men knowing that they could get away with it or that was the ramifications and whatnot, slap on the wrist, not even a slap on the wrist, nothing at all. It was something that was normalized, but it wasn't right. And I agree with her on that. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? No matter whatever you in, it's wrong. The reason why I got on was Brandon. Brandon said in Islam it's permitted to beat your wife, but he's speaking that out of context. Now, when the and it's in the Quran that you beat your wife. Now, when that you can beat your wife, blah blah blah. But when the Quran is a very pragmatic book. Slavery was rampant, throughout the Muslim world back then, and just to the Quran would never really tell you stop doing this, don't do that, don't do the other. It would tell you what you can do to avoid or to wean yourself off of that. Like with slavery, they say that there are many verses about if you commit some type of sin, the best way to expiate that sin or to be forgiven is to free a slave. So and this was for every sin that's mentioned in the Quran. There will be a verse to say, and the best thing you could do is free a slave. So just imagine we are human, we sin every day. The best way to be forgiven is to free a slave, and eventually all slaves will be freed. But as far as that verse, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, had gave an example in a hadith. I'll have to pull it up about beating a woman. When they asked the Prophet, how should we beat our woman? And he took out a piece of it was like a real flimsy, it was like a piece of wheatgrass, and he said to do it like this. The example was saying that
beat them lightly.
Right, he said beat them lightly. Now, what would beating somebody lightly do? Is it going to get them back in order? No, it's not going to get them back in order. So what he was saying was that beating them, you know what I'm saying? First of all, he was telling you how, if you're going to beat them, this is how you should beat them.
Also, brother, I think
hold on, Brandon, Brandon, hold on, Brandon, Brandon, chill. Can I talk? Jada Kiss, can I talk? All right, chill. Brandon, you can't do that, dog. You can't do that, man. All right, so just chill. Let me finish.
Yeah,
Let me finish, dog.
You've been here
all right.
Here.
So if beating them with a piece of wheatgrass does nothing at all, then you shouldn't be beating your woman at all. You know what I mean? There are many verses in the Quran, and through our hadiths that tell you, if you make a woman unhappy, then you make Allah unhappy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take all that stuff into context. You know what I mean? Beating a woman in any religion is wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. You know what I mean? Like I said, the Quran's and I'm finishing right here. It's a pragmatic book. You know what I mean? Whereas Allah, God, whatever you want to call him, gives you the choice yourself, you know what I'm saying, to make a decision about how best to run your life,
right,
and whatnot. You know what I mean? And and that's it. I yield my time to Brandon.
Yeah. And look, we're gonna get through this quick because I love y'all, but I got shit to do. So
I didn't want. I wasn't debating you. Everything he said was 100% correct, but I think you missed my point when I said that it was a hotly debated verse in Islam, and it was also that's a hot topic which can be interpreted different. So I did say that. I think you missed that. So I didn't take nothing out of context. I said what it said in the Quran, and I can read it to you exactly if you want me to. So I didn't take nothing out of context.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Brandon, are you finished? Because when she
Yeah.
said,
No, I'm not finished. So I didn't take it out of context, bro. You probably just missed my broader point and you just keyed in on that. But I said that it was a highly debated verse in the Quran in Islam, and they still talk about it to this day. But I never advocated for no man to be, and I also preferenced it after I said that by saying I ain't never beat no woman. So that's not something that I do, and that's not something that I would advise. So, but outside of that, great show, Mark. I ain't gonna hold you up, and I appreciate the debate. Either way.
Yeah, we can debate it one day. Have it all the way out. Rock, you want to rebuttal real quick before you go? Thank you, bro.
Not much of a rebuttal. Just the fact that when I say out of context, when you brought it up, it was like, did you know that that in Islam men could beat women? Like right on top of that hot topic, like you know what I mean? Like it was almost like a rebuttal to somebody else's point. But no, I just wanted I was just joking anyway when I was screaming and yelling. But Brandon, guy, you gotta let people make that point though, without interrupting them, man, because you can knock them off their train of thought and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Thank you, my brother. Thanks for pulling up. All right, clearing it out. Pittsburgh T, final thoughts, and I'll let girl behind the mic take it home.
Yeah, thanks for the show, Mark. I think that was groundbreaking to have that brother call up about his son. Heart goes out to him. I'm pretty sure everybody who listened to that whole situation, heart goes out to him. Even the way that he preferenced that with saying that he didn't believe that Roy Jones had any malicious intent. That was a sentiment that I got from that. He just was trying to prove a point to him, and it just went wrong. That's where I took from, and he clarified.
Yeah, and that's wrong, for Roy to do that, talking about his all of that stuff. It ain't about you,
right
now, bro.
Yeah, and then
selfless service too. In some ways, you're gonna get paid, but the glory goes to the fighter. You know what I'm saying? I remember somebody asking Mike about it. He was like, shouldn't he get credit? He said he get whatever credit that fighter gives to him. That's it.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, Mike Tyson. All right.
But that's why he kept bringing up ego. That's why he kept preferencing his thought on why he did that with ego. That's why he kept drilling home the point that he felt like it was ego. He didn't feel like he had a disregard for his son. He actually even said, I think he said he loved his son. So I think, and the other part of that was you see people in the chat saying, well, why did he even let his son go there? I think as parents, you make the best decision that you make, right? And we can't control the outcome, especially when you're dealing with adult kids and anybody who has an adult kid. Sometimes you make the best decision out of two impossible decisions. And you let your child, to some point, even though that's still always going to be your child if they're adult, you try to guide them towards the right path because you want them to grow and experience and make their own decision. You don't want them to still be a child at 20-something years old where you're making all the goddamn decisions. You want them to use some of the things that you've employed on them to make a better decision. And you try to make a decision, and we make mistakes. And that leads into the final point of this Rihanna and Chris Brown and all of that other stuff. Sometimes, listen, man, we all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I think you see that in TV shows, you see that in movies, you see people who go to church every day. Everybody struggles with different things, but certain people get certain key points that burns them up, and they just want to grind somebody in the ground. And I think that's wrong, and I think that's flawed. And we have to be better as a society. We got to try to be better as people that we should be every day. And it's place to be better. Hey, shout out to you, Mark. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks for helping me out, bro. So much, bro. Pittsburgh team, member to the neighborhood. Go ahead, girl behind the mic. Take us home.
Shout out to the Marq Nash show, Breaking Beats, CEO of Breaking Beats. Great show, great interview. Yeah, definitely. It was very insightful. I don't know what's gonna happen to Blueface and Krishan. I am concerned. Sometimes toxic relationships can take a toll. But I don't know. I don't even know how to react. Like, I don't know, somebody said they're about to get a show on Zeus or something like that, but I hope they get the help they need.
Got to get a show on who?
On Zeus, I don't know. Some Brandon said it was about to get
Never heard of Zeus.
never hurried up. Come on, man. It's an app created by a black person. But I don't even know how you like sign up for it and stuff like that. But
That shit ain't gonna work.
Right.
That shit gonna come smelling like watermelon and fried chicken.
Come on,
I'm
support
joking.
black businesses.
Hey, look, that app gonna
Black
be late.
History Month.
That app gonna be late every time you tell it to work. You gonna start the app on Monday. That shit ain't gonna start till Tuesday. And then when you hit the damn support button, it's gonna say, "Nick, I'm tired. I was late." Boss. I'm
They
tired.
got all the ratchet shows over there. But yeah, I feel sorry for Chris Brown because at some point in time you do have to redeem yourself, but it seemed like you're getting the shovel and you're trying to dig yourself into a further hole. But I don't know, man. Just leave that stuff alone. Don't say nothing else if you can't, say something. I don't know. But great show. Great show.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, thank you so much, sis.
Rest in peace to Ike Turner.
Oh my God.
Small hats.
All right, peace. Man, crazy show, man. Crazy show. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Check the playback. Mike Williams Sr. pulled up and went all the way in on Roy Jones and everything that happened. He broke down the timeline. He even said some interesting things about. He said, "Well, Mark, since you are talking about this conspiracy shit," he said somebody called and was trying to get him half the purse just to pull out the fight. Said, "I can't talk about that too much." He said it'll ruin Mike Williams' career. Later on, I asked him though. I tried to get him to get some clarity on it. He was like, I said, "So some people try to say Al Haymon has something to do it. What's your take on that?" He said, "Nah." Then check it out. I'm about to chop that up into a little brick for y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed giving it to you. Like I said, man, it's a hip hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. Life is serious enough. Life gonna get real serious for me if I don't get some rest. Cause this little girl gonna wake up in the morning and she gonna want her waffles and her cereal and all her fruit and her juice cup. So yeah, I gotta go. My wife just texted me. She was like, "Nigga, you ain't got no help in the morning." I gotta be out of here by 1:30. You ain't got no help. So get you some rest. So I gotta get some rest. Hope y'all enjoyed the show as much as I. But shit, it's time to go anyway. Shit, y'all, it's Friday. Y'all go get some rest. Y'all get some rest your damn self. If you're going live, let me know and I'll just pass the word out to anybody else. But Red said he ain't going live, so I guess that's it for y'all tonight, unless y'all got somewhere else to go. Let's do a neighbors only roll call, because without the neighbors, the show won't be the show at this level. Wanda Villa, aka Epoxy Magic. Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire. Kansas City Mac. That guy Eclipse 330. True Media Today, USA Boxing. Tar Heel Resin. Puto. Stephen Bateman. Food Revolution. C Jones 0224. KP from KC5. TJR. Matt Wade. DJ. Karma Serene. Ill Status Boxing. Ace Retro. Tank the Sweet Science Examiner. Beyond and Above Media. Pittsburgh T. SF City Slicker. I Know Boxing. Boxing Lounge. Excuse me. It's Mex. Mike from Boston. Rod of the Storm. Here to There. Miss Queen Sunkiss. Taylor Bell. Maddie Yoel. Cliff Bailey. Con Charnery. Lisa Bells. Cooking with the Champ. On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. H.O. Deasy. Cooking with Sir Senior. Brandon Washington. Lady Shan Dundem season all the way in the UK. D Bevel the Champ. And of course the big fish himself, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
Hey, look, my final thoughts are like this, man. As far as the Mike Williams interview, I need to go back and listen to it. It's still so much I'm trying to process and unpack, because I was just there live and I was just soaking in and trying to soak in all the information. So I got to go back and listen to it. So, wow. As far as the Chris Brown, I get where he's coming from, but I agree with Girl Behind the Mic. Nothing good was going to come from him trying to say, hey, I did this. Y'all don't forgive me, but y'all forgive this guy, or y'all watch this show. Nothing good was going to come from that. Blueface and Christian, how you say that? Christian Rock. Keep doing what you're doing. If it's working for you, I'm talking about the videos now. I'm talking about the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she had that karate grip. All right. And that's it for me, man. As always, you already know, man. Drinks require your sleep, goals require your effort. Go out there and get your goals. I see y'all on the next episode. Respect is free, man. Disrespect gonna cost you everything: your family, your freedom, your finances, most importantly, your life. Love y'all. I did not get to this Dame Dash story. Try to get to it at some point later. But Dame Dash cleared a sexual assault lawsuit, but still must pay alleged victim $30,000. Why is that? We'll talk about it. And shout out to my special guest again, Michael Williams Sr. Thank you for pulling up, clearing the air. Said, Mark, I'm giving it to you first. He was like, I guess he was gonna go to the boxing voice. He said, but I'm over here with you right now, homie. Let's get it done. Shit, let's get your story out. All right, so that's it, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all get some rest, drink some water, keep your family first, keep your family in your mind, and shit, if you can, send a little donation to the Cash App for the content. It helps keep the show independent so I don't get bought off, because these dudes saying I'm getting bought off. I'm not, I promise. We need the Cash App. So $ Marq Nash, because they help us stay independent so we can ask those tough questions that might get me blackballed. So we even talked to them about being blackballed. So yeah, Marq Nash, $ Marq Nash. Please donate $1, $2. I appreciate that. See y'all on the next one. Peace.
This that squad sound.